And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. We're going to be talking about crypto today. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's a Money Monday, a.k.a. we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency today, guys, how to make a bunch of money in cryptocurrency. If you guys have listened to us before, you would have been double up your money, so hopefully you guys can go ahead and take heed and listen to what we're going to say on today's episode. Today's going to be exclusively on cryptocurrency, making money. Friday, we had Charlie Miguel on, and we talked about a bunch of different things. It was a general AMA on everything to include cryptocurrency, but today we're going to be focusing on cryptocurrency. We're going to go into more detail about how the market has shifted. Obviously, crypto is up right now significantly.
Because it is Money Monday.
We're going to talk about that, and it is Money Monday. So, quick announcement before we get into the show, rumble.com/freshandfit. As you guys know, that is the home base for us, man. We ain't going nowhere. If we get canceled, you know exactly where to find us. Rumble is Fresh and Fit's home base. Okay, I know there's a bunch of competitors out there trying to, come in and be the alternative platform. But I'm telling you, man, the future of Rumble. The future is Rumble. Even I didn't know this, but Vivek had invested $25 million into Rumble.
A bunch of money.
A lot of the conservative political people invested money into it. People know that this is going to be the bastion of free speech, man. So rumble.com/freshandfit, man. Also, guys, check us out on castleclub.tv. If you guys want behind the scenes stuff that's exclusive. Gaming streams will be there soon. We're going to make the gaming stream stuff exclusive there very soon. We've been doing it on Rumble just to kind of give you guys a taste. You guys have been enjoying that stuff, man. We're having like 3,000 to 5,000 people watching on Rumble when we game, man. So you guys really enjoy that stuff, man.
You get to see us behind the scenes on playing games. And let me tell you, our character comes out all the time on the show, especially Myron.
Yeah,
Holy,
man, you guys get to see me rage on there, man, because I'd be getting pissed. I ain't gonna lie. Overwatch is the one game that it makes everyone tilt.
Actually,
even Fresh be getting mad. Angie be screaming like, "Yo, it's annoying."
Dude, you were banned for speech, actually.
Yeah,
and then you go unbanned the same day.
I don't know how, but because I was banned, voice banned, so I couldn't say nothing. But then I just logged out, then logged back in, then it worked again. I don't know. Blizzard's probably watching right now and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta ban him again." So yeah. What else? And then guys, check me out on Twitter. UnplugFitX on Twitter, guys. I issued a challenge, which I might talk more about this on Wednesday, to all the TradCons out there, man. I'm tired of these TradCons talking shit. Christ pill, Jesus pill, as if religion's gonna save you from these 3 or 4s. It's not, bro. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm hosting a debate over here on Fresh and Fit with any of these TradCons that wants to come on over and have a discussion on it. It'll probably be on the RP side. Me, Rolo, Justin, Sartain, maybe even Andrew. I know he might want to do Andrew Wilson. He might want to do a moderating, but we'll see what happens. Who wants to come in and who wants to do it? But we're not going over to California to do this, guys. You guys are crazy if you guys think we're gonna go. Why are we gonna go on a competitor's pod that we're better than to do a debate? That makes zero fucking sense, especially when we have a superior setup, superior production quality, superior cameras, superior staff, audio. Everything is over here. So no, dude, we didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on the studio to go somewhere else that's inferior. That makes zero fucking sense when people say that shit. Stupid, bro.
It's comical. It's comical.
It's ridiculous. Like Coca-Cola doesn't go to fucking Pepsi to hold a board meeting. What's wrong with y'all?
Nope.
Like people like, just go over to California, man, make it happen. Yeah. No, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? We're the originators. They're the imitators. We're not going over there. What the fuck, man? So it's just crazy, amazing to me how people just don't lack common sense. I can't leave California, so you got to come over here. No, nigga, like, the fuck?
You were at Timcast a couple months ago.
Yeah.
What about that? You could go there if you can't come here. What? You know what I hear? Excuses.
That is true.
Christ pill.
You went all the way.
Oh, liar,
we know where Tim's
pill.
at.
Liar pill, nigga.
Yeah, and we know where Tim is at. Tim is out in the middle of nowhere.
Bulldogs.
So we know for a fact you have to fly into DC and then take that hour-long drive. Plus, we've been up there a few times. Mm-hmm. So we know you. If you could go all the way over there to the boonies, you could come over to fucking Miami, bro. Come on, man. Anyway,
worry.
We got 2 special guests in the house, Miguel and Charlie. You guys, please introduce yourself to the people in case they don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Charlie. I run a YouTube channel called Cultivate Crypto. You can also find me on Twitter as well as Instagram under the same name. And co-founder of the Crypto Mindset course with Miguel, Dollar Cost Crypto here. And yeah, we've been doing this. I think this is our 11th or 12th one that we've done since September of 2020. So
Nice.
trying to get people into the market. Instead of selling when the market's like crazy high, right? We try to get people into the market where there's an opportunity for each course, for each quarter.
Nice. You know, if they had taken action when you guys were last year, which I think was September of last year, right?
Yeah, the week of September 11th.
Crypto was at like all-time lows. You know, like Ethereum was at like hitting like $1,400-$1,500.
Yeah, Bitcoin was 24,900.
Yep.
I remember they said crypto was a scam.
Yeah.
It's down. It's never come back up. You guys were telling people, invest now while it's low, bank on it, and you're right.
Yeah. And all the people who did, like the guys, especially a lot of the guys that came from Fresh and Fit, they're like, I'm so glad that I basically was introduced to you guys' information through Fresh and Myron, and like, you know, it was worth way more than what the course actually cost.
A lot of times, right? A lot of these guys that make money from crypto, or especially in the top levels of, you know, the hierarchy, they get a plug or they get a talk or play beforehand what to buy. So they're telling you what to buy, the best guarantee possible, and also these stable coins as crypto and Ethereum. So I think it's a really good spot, man.
Yeah. What about you, Miguel?
So Miguel, dollar cost crypto degenerate extraordinaire. Yeah, we've been teaching about crypto for over, I mean, it's going to be quite a few years now, since 2020. But yeah, I think it's like 4 years in September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been teaching a whole
full
market cycle. One full cycle. That's right. Because cryptos go in 4-year cycles. But yeah, we were here in multiple lows. Like, we like to come on here when crypto's at the best deal.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to come here when the price is literally at all-time highs, right? We want to make sure that it's a spot where everyone, even if you don't get in, you're able to get value out of it and stuff, and make some money and stuff, and then you'll see like, oh, this shit is real, because it really is real. Because it's going to get to a point where when the nightclubs are full of crypto bros and NFT guys, 18-year-olds driving Lambos, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, it's going to happen again, right? But you want to get in before all that, so before every Uber driver's telling you about crypto. Like, oh, I've got Dogecoin, Dogecoin.
Like last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It happens it happens in stocks. It happens everywhere. Eventually, when the market gets hot enough, everyone's talking about it, and that's, you know.
You know how I know it's bad? My mom said, "Son, what is crypto?"
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, you know what crypto too?
Shoot.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. But yeah.
Yeah, so guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about the market, and then obviously this is going to be an Ask Me Anything, so this is where you get your questions in, guys. You know, go ahead and send them in, whether it's fnfsuperchat.com or Rumble Rants, etc. However you want to go ahead and talk with us, ask your questions, because you got two experts right here, crypto millionaires, man. They can tell you guys how they made it, what coins they purchase, what coins to get, what coins to stay away from, etc. This is going to be, honestly, you know, your chance to get everything answered when it comes to crypto. So all you guys that had those questions on Friday, those long-winded goddamn questions trying to, you know, get some free value, this is your chance to, you know, get it in now. So can you guys give us, obviously a lot has changed in the market, right? Can you guys kind of give us an overview and a summary of what went down? Obviously, there was a lot of highs and lows, especially last year. But now it looks like 2024, first quarter, we're up to a really solid start with cryptocurrency being very high numbers. What went down?
Yeah, so like me and Miguel kind of like take a few different takes, but then we merge it together. So I'm more on the technical side, like looking at the charts and where the price is going, cycle timing and stuff like that. Miguel's more on the fundamental side, but of course those things always mix. But like the biggest thing that happened since the last time we were on the show was Bitcoin's ETF approval. Yep. So I think it was back in August of last year.
Hey, can you tell the people what an ETF is real quick?
Yeah, it's an exchange-traded fund. It's basically an IOU for the underlying asset. So if you want to buy gold and trade it globally, you're not going to do that with physical gold. So you can buy an ETF. You can also use it to hedge your positions if you have like a lot of something, stuff like that. But basically for Bitcoin, it's BlackRock has the ETF along with Fidelity and Grayscale. They have some of the largest ones, and so it's a way for you to buy Bitcoin.
It's almost like kind of getting a share into something.
Yeah,
right. It's like a share, and like it tracks the price of Bitcoin for the most part, but
and they usually fractionalize it too. They make it really cheap, so you can buy like $4 at a time.
Yeah,
right. Okay. It might be over and undervalued, but you can, you know, the boomers can buy it. People can put it in their 401k.
Stock people
IRAs.
Can buy it.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. So basically, they took Bitcoin and they made it into an ETF, which is huge.
Right, and that people have been trying to do that since 2014.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 years in the making. And Gary Gensler still, when he put out the letter that said, "Hey, we're going to allow the Bitcoin ETF," he basically said, I still don't recommend Bitcoin in the last paragraph. He's like, it's still whatever. And then you have Vanguard actually saying we're not going to list the ETF at all because we don't like Bitcoin at this stage. A lot of banks, kind of scared of Bitcoin. Yeah.
So which exchanges have it? What's the ETF? What is it? Is it BTC or something like that? Probably.
So there's 11 of them, and now
11 Bitcoin ETFs.
They approved all of them, so you can just launch one now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's got to be strictly Bitcoin.
Yeah, and like some of them are it's really competitive. I think there's probably only going to be like 3 or 4 that survive. But yeah, you got Grayscale, which is I think they still have the same ticker, but basically it's Grayscale. We have ARK Invest, which is Kathy Wood's company. We have Fidelity, and we have BlackRock. BlackRock is probably the most famous one. It's just iShares, Bitcoin Trust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But BlackRock's the big one because that's
if for the boomers out there that are watching right now, if they want to go ahead and get some Bitcoin on BlackRock, probably that's the best way to go.
And they have $2 billion worth of Bitcoin backing up that ETF already, and that's within the first month.
And before they even did this, they were purchasing like 5 or 6% of all these mining. So we had a lot of crypto mining companies. So that anyone that was public, BlackRock was buying them. So they have a source to buy Bitcoin as well. So they own a good chunk of the Bitcoin mining sector.
They're buying
as well.
everything, bro. All the assets,
dude. I've been saying it forever. Whatever BlackRock is buying, you got to buy too. People say, "Oh, don't buy real estate." But what is BlackRock doing? They're buying single family homes.
Yep.
Don't buy cryptocurrency. What are they doing? They created a fucking ETF for Bitcoin, and they wouldn't have created that ETF if they hadn't already known that it was going to be the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's the first step towards mass adoption.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because now it's like once you have the banks, or at least the majority of the banks, saying, "Hey, we approve of this. It's okay. You can trade it." Then all of a sudden the stigma of, "Oh, crypto's scammy. It's whatever," starts going away. And by about 2030, by the end of this decade, we're pretty much going to see. It's kind of like email back in like 1994. People were like, "I don't need an email address. I don't need to use this technology. I got my postal mail. I got fax. What's gonna benefit me from this?" By 1998, every housewife had like 5 different email addresses. Right? It's gonna be the same thing with crypto, because not only with the ETFs, but the central bank digital currencies that they're trying to push. If the governments are successful with that, then essentially you'll have to know how to send and receive a cryptocurrency or something on the blockchain, a digital asset is what they're going to call it. And everybody will have to learn how to do that in order to be able to use a central bank digital currency. So in a way, we have the government and also the banks right now, which have been against Bitcoin for so long, finally starting to be like, okay, we can use this technology, and by using it, even if it's tangential in the form of a central bank digital currency, they're giving approval to it to some extent, right? They have to regulate it now. They have to make it a part of the market. And then they're going towards tokenized securities at the end of the decade as well. You'll be able to trade like Tesla stock through a blockchain, so that way you can trade it 24/7, 365. That's going to change markets. The Japanese stock exchange in Osaka, which is their second main exchange, is already testing all of that technology out.
So this whole Monday through Friday, not 8 to 5, is going to be gone soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be possible to trade outside of that. And so they're probably not going to want to, circumvent the CME and all of this, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the NASDAQ and all these things. So they're still going to have like their hardcore way of trading, but then they're going to say, hey, if you want to do a derivative, which is our tokenized asset, right? It's not the main asset. It may be like a representation of an IOU of the main asset. You can go trade it on chain 24/7. And then they'll have to match the price on opening probably to what's going on in the crypto side.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Larry Fink from BlackRock said that specifically.
Larry Fink.
That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, that's the guy running BlackRock.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know.
I wonder where he's
from. They
know
what that sound effect means, huh?
I wonder where he's from. I had a question actually, real quick. Yeah. So we're moving into like a cashless, I want to say, society where like most people aren't going to use cash anymore, right? And we see it in video games online. You buy, you spend with money, you get tokens in the game, and you buy items, right? But when it comes to actually like video games, what's the future you think with Bitcoin as well?
Oh, it's going to be some version of like Ready Player One. something like that. I mean, it's not going to be all the way like
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. It's not going to be like all the way like everyone's living in a trailer park home, but it's going to be a version of like, you know, you work in this game or you work in a real life job. You make your money in stable coins, and then from there you just purchase stuff online and it just shows up to your door. So it's going to be like, so you could be in a video game and because it's not the games now, but it's going to be games in the future where like it's going to be open, you can trade them, and then you could use those game coins or skins you know, after killing somebody, you won their loot, you could sell that off and then use that to go buy like new gear or go buy clothes or go buy water or pay your rent and stuff. You can just that's because all this stuff's worth value, because if people want it, then it has value. Right,
wow.
It's just like when people were playing World of Warcraft, there was Chinese gold miners. Like you were not allowed to sell your WoW gold, but people were still buying it for what I think it was like $12 for like 10,000 gold, or like I forgot how much it was back in the day, but that's what's in the legal market. With a legal market, you know, it then becomes like a free flowing kind of currency that can really appreciate in value. Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
So and here's the thing, because I remember, damn, being like in high school and hearing about this thing, you know, like in a way, oh, Bitcoin, you know, there's this cryptocurrency, and everyone was like, what the hell is this shit? And it's been something that hasn't been, you know, people kind of looked at it. It was like on the fringes of society, right? Like no one took it seriously. It was, you know, this is BS. I remember one guy famously bought like Domino's Pizza with Bitcoin, which I think today, how much is that Bitcoin worth that he spent?
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Maybe a billion.
He spent like 100 Bitcoin or some shit like that to buy Domino's Pizza.
10,000.
Or Papa John's Pizza. It was 10,000 Bitcoin.
10,000 Bitcoin.
To buy a Papa John's Pizza back in like 2008, 2009 or whatever. And now it's worth like, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars. So like, what we're seeing is cryptocurrency is slowly becoming more and more and more legit. It's becoming more and more mainstream, which obviously for the hardcore people are like, no, fuck this shit, is going to go into normie land. But on the other side, the more it becomes legit, the more it goes up in value, and the more, you know, your investment that you put in prior, you know, pays off.
Right.
And the fact that it's an ETF is huge because, yeah, for the boomers out there that like to invest in VOO or, you know, in the Vanguard stock, they like to invest in like ETFs.
Yeah.
Right. VO, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is like the total market exchange or the S&P 500. Because people like to invest in like index funds, right? Safe, nice ETF
it's
index
safe,
funds.
that's why.
Right. But now that Bitcoin has its own ETF through BlackRock, and we know that BlackRock, you know, a lot of the times, as much as we criticize them and say, hey, it's the elites and evil, whatever.
Yeah.
They pretty much, whatever they're investing in is what you should invest in, right? And they're investing in single-family homes, but they're not telling anyone that. They're silently buying single-family homes under other people. Now we know that they created this ETF, and a couple other companies have. I would say at this point, you can't talk shit about Bitcoin no more. It's here to stay. Now that they made it an ETF.
If you can't beat them, join them, honestly.
Yeah.
At this point.
For all the people out that say, you know, cryptocurrency is a scam, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think that too. I remember when I had my first consult with Charlie, like, what, 2-3 years ago now at this point.
End of 2019.
I was skeptical too. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, Bitcoin? This makes no sense. And he was like, look, man, and I bought it. It was around $3,000 at the time. I'm glad I bought it. Like, you know, I think I bought like a quarter of a coin or half a coin at that point. And the only thing I'm like pissed off now is that I wish I bought more.
I remember I saw your portfolio. I said, yo, hold on a second here. You made all this money? Caught me into it, bro.
But I remember at the time, right, I was like, you know, hey, you know, go in with what you're willing to lose, that kind of thing and stuff. But there was also some other people around us in that space at the time. You know, they were like humming and hawing. You actually like bit the bullet and did it.
Yeah, of course.
Most of those people who are humming and hawing about a year later, they're buying way higher.
They're buying way higher.
Yeah.
And so, and then kind of to your point here about mainstream adoption is, we have these phases, right? The first phase of crypto back in the early days was first they ignore you. Yeah. Then the next stage is then they laugh at you. Oh, it's just like a, you know, meme coin, it's a penny stock, whatever. Then they fight you. That's the stage we're in now, where the governments and banks are like, okay, we got to resist this a little bit. The next stage after that is then you win. So I think by once we get into the 2030s, crypto's so mainstream, just like the tech boom, you know, that everybody's using it, and you know, people are like, okay, this is a thing now. Yeah. But they're going to call it digital assets. Crypto still will have, you know, some sort of tainted name related to it.
Of course. But the fact that like, I don't, you know, I really want the audience to know, like, the fact that BlackRock made an ETF on it tells you it's here to stay.
Yep.
You know, they typically don't miss when it comes to what they're going to purchase from an investment perspective. They're buying single-family homes and they just turn Bitcoin into an ETF. I mean, those are the signs right there that these are the asset classes you want to invest in.
Now we're not telling people just to go out and buy the ETF, but we're telling people to go go on Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini or Crypto.com and go buy Bitcoin and put it in your custody.
Yeah, actually own
Yeah.
the asset.
Yeah.
Because we like to be, we always say like we're the red pill of finance. We want you to be, awakened, right? Have control of your money, have your Bitcoin in your wallet, because when exchange goes down, it's gone. If something happens, like what happened with Robinhood, right? You're winning on fucking on a what's called GameStop, right? And then you're about to make a shit ton of money, and then they freeze it on your ass. You still have it, but they just robbed you out of all that money you could have made. But when the Bitcoin's in your custody, you can sell it at any time.
Yeah,
and that's the big difference, is they can't shut it down, and that's what they hate about it. But they're also addicted to the money. They know where it's going. Like, they don't like seeing all these millennials and all these fucking Zoomers and some of these extras make all this money. They're like, we got to get a piece of it. So they've been slowly, accumulating. I mean, what's it called? Fidelity's been mining Bitcoin since 2014.
They'll never say that though.
They'll never say that, and so, but it came out years later. I think it came out in 2018 that they'd been in the market since 2014.
Yep.
They've been slowly accumulating. I think out of the big players, the only one that's kind of out right now is Vanguard. Vanguard's actually looking kind of dumb right now.
Yeah,
because they're not
Goldman Sachs has been involved with
for a long
cryptocurrency
time.
for a very long time too. They just won't admit it. Like
they're bullish on Ethereum. There was one report they let out about a year and a half, 2 years ago, saying like, "Hey, we kind of like Ethereum and stuff," but it was like middle of the bear market. Nobody's paying attention. It's all dead. And they haven't said anything since. Like, they've been very quiet.
It's interesting because, right, and I've noticed this. I don't know if you guys, like, I want you guys to really pay attention to the mainstream news, which is why you shouldn't watch the mainstream news, but you should watch it just to see the bullshit that they go. Some representative will go on CNBC or some other bullshit like the MNSB, whatever, NBC, whatever the fuck, right? CNN, whatever. They'll go in there and they'll say, "Oh, the housing market's gonna crash."
yeah.
"Oh, cryptocurrency is a scam, it's bullshit, blah, blah, blah." And there'll be a representative of a big bank like a Goldman Sachs, a BlackRock, or whatever. The representative will go over there and tell you guys that this asset class is going to crash. But silently, if you actually look at what they're doing, you see they're buying single-family homes. They're buying cryptocurrency. They're mining it in some instances. But the representative will go on these big, financial news talk shows and say negative things about it. Why? Because they don't want you to buy it. They want to buy it. And then when it goes up, they're like, we got all of it, motherfuckers. And that's what they've been doing. Like, this wasn't like, you don't just make an ETF out of nowhere. They've been planning this probably for years.
The great thing is, like, Jamie Dimon's the poster child for, basically saying crypto sucks.
Yeah.
And every time he does is like the worst time, good time in the market to buy. And every time he's like, maybe I'll lay off of it for now. Top of the market. And so, like, and in the background, right, JP Morgan's like doing all these reports basically saying, hey, this is what we think about crypto, and we're involved in it with an asset class. And they're even actually closely tied to Coinbase in the background as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the traditional financial advice, what do they always tell you? Oh, invest in the S&P 500. That's what that's what everybody says. If you go ahead and you go with a financial advisor, they're always going to tell you, invest in the S&P 500. Yeah, that's true. Traditionally,
all-time highs.
It's not going to go in. It's always going to appreciate. Typically, you're not going to lose money. It's very safe. It's one of the safest things. That's what all the boomers invest in. But are you going to make a bunch of money? Probably not. Right? But they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, go buy real estate, single family homes, or go buy Bitcoin. They're going to tell you, no, fuck that shit. Like, no, it's terrible. The market's going to crash. Woo.
Even creators, they push certain funds because they get paid or sponsored from it.
Yep.
But Bitcoin, I mean, pretty much like, oh, don't buy that, man. It's risky. You don't know what you're doing. But guess what? You got Miguel and Charlie here to help you get the right coins.
Yeah. So we got some. You guys had anything before I read the chats, or I think we got some questions already coming in.
Let's start answering.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we got a bunch of questions that came in, man. Shout out to all you guys.
We got Slat here.
Yeah. Slat goes. I DCA'd throughout 2023 as my holds for 2025. Oh, dollar cost average. Sorry. I don't have the money for the crypto course, but I watch your videos regularly and would like to learn how to efficiently take profits this bull run. Should I study things like technical analysis, finding trends?
So what we usually say for people is they need 3 skills within crypto to understand how to analyze the market correctly, which is technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and on-chain data. On-chain data probably being the most foreign to everybody because it's blockchain specific. If you can understand the basics of each of those 3 and then go deep into one, that's going to be your power play. So you can there's profit-taking strategies with each of them, but you want to learn all 3. If you haven't started with any of them, go with what you learn best. So for example, if you're a visual learner like me, then basically you'll go towards technical analysis most likely. If you're an auditory type learner like Miguel, you might go more towards fundamentals and news-based analysis. If you're like a data quant type person, you might go more towards on chain. But generally speaking, yeah, like build your skills. If you watch both of our YouTubes for free, we do streams 4 to 5 days a week, every single week when we are not doing the course. When we're doing the course, the whole month of February will be offline, dedicated to everybody in the crypto mindset course. Yeah. But yeah, if he learns on my show every day, I go through what are we looking at on chain, what are we looking at in the news, and then what are we looking at with the price, the technical analysis of this. And a lot of the times the on-chain data actually is a good place to find, like, hey, we have like a local top, or we have kind of the market moving too far. So go and watch those streams. If you probably watch something like about a month and a half to 2 months of content of the last couple of months, then you're like, okay, I get the lingo, I get what they're talking about. So that's why we do the YouTube absolutely for free every single day, is for the fact that, you know, we know there's a lot of people out there that just need to start and make some money. And then once they've made money with us for, you know, 3, 6, 9 months, whatever it is, then come take the course once you're ready.
Yeah,
that's
fair enough, man. Yeah, man. If you guys can't afford the course, that's totally cool. It's live right now, by the way, so you guys want to get in there. But if you can't afford it, it's fine. We'll try to give you guys as much free value as we can. But it's pinned in the comments, guys, and at the top of the description as well. Diamond Hand Deegan goes, yo, Fresh, you bought some of that. I got to get my glasses.
BBC. Don't cap the token. I haven't, but that's pretty funny. There's a token named BBC.
There is.
Oh my
Shout
goodness,
out to
bro.
9-inch guys.
9-inch as well.
Wait, what does that stand for, though?
Well, what do you think?
9-inch BBC.
Exactly what you think.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Yep. What? Yep.
I'm gonna have to invest, bro.
There you go.
Just saying.
Some guy in the UK made it.
Oh my
It's a
god.
meme going.
Antonio Boris says, "Hey FNF, I'm that kid that got jumped a week ago in school. Can y'all compare 2 pictures of me in white? My Instagram is Antonio Boros 7. One pic is with me outside, being beside a wall. One in the gym. I'm wearing a white tee in both the pictures. Gym gains. This is 1 year. Not this stream, brother, but maybe next time. Mike
Yeah,
C
this is
says,
a crypto stream, bro.
appreciate the value and knowledge you four provide day in and day out. CMC alumni here. Get the course now. CC, which is Cultivate Crypto, DCC, say we hit the Hall of Fame this cycle. How does one get some gains passively to leave and try to start a business, have some income?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't take off the question. I need to read the end of that one again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what was the last part? So how does it get some gains passively leave and start business? So I don't. If you want to talk about the dangers, but then also like the positives about farming, because like there can be some. There's like, it's not passive gains in crypto, but it's compound gains.
Right. So there's 2 big ways. Either you're ratio trading, which means like you're selling your asset into an asset that moves in tandem with something, and then at some points it out pumps it, and then you sell it into that asset. It comes down and you trade back into it, and then you've made more coins. Or you're yield farming, which is a lot more riskier because you're putting your asset with another asset, and the prices move around, and you can incur something called like impermanent loss, but it pays like a dividend out on like every second. So you're able to collect it all the time and stuff like that. But I would probably recommend I would just hold the assets and not try to, like, I would rather you sell some on the way up and put that cash away for your business rather than try, because like you should only be doing this stuff if you're paying attention. You can buy and hold, that's fine, and can pay attention to your business. That's how I started. I wasn't able to be 100% crypto when I started, so I just bought and hold. But if you're trying to actively get income, this is where people get in trouble. This is where most people lost a lot of smart guys lost a lot of money on stuff like Luna, Celsius, Voyager and stuff, because they went on these platforms. Oh, these guys are guaranteeing me 9% a year. Cool. Or let me put my stablecoin to gain 20% a year. Nice, super safe, and then they go down and they lost all their money.
Damn.
So sometimes that 20% or 9% ain't worth 100% of their fucking money. It's not worth it at all. So there's ways to safely do it. Like there's some coins you can stake Hex, and that you ain't gonna lose coins, but the coin could go up and down in value, right? You can stake your Phantom. There's ways to do it. There's some coins that lend themselves where you can stake it and leave it alone. But other ones are like extremely active, and I wouldn't recommend doing that and stuff like that. So
you want to focus on long-term goals. So another way to put it, like as well, if you're doing all of these different things we talk about in the course to make increase your stack, then basically what I would say is make the money between now and the next 1 to 1.5 years. Then easy, right? Take a third out and then save that for taxes and anything you might need to spend. Take a third out and use that to reinvest in the market. The other third, so let's say you made $1 million and you have like $333,000 that you then can use to spend on things, whether that's Lamboing out, or whether that's starting, reinvesting in your own business or stuff like that. Try to take advantage of the whole market and have a little bit more patience. I think it's usually the people who try to hit stuff within a week, a month, short-term time frames, where they tend to lose money because they get chopped up without being clear on their goal.
The coins, unlike in stocks, right? So, like, some people are invested in dividend stocks, and that's a strategy, right? Or people are like, stocks, if you're investing into an ETF, it's roughly going to do, like, if you're in the S&P 500, you might do 7 to 12% a year. Decent, right? But in one good year of crypto, a coin could go up 5 times, 10. Bitcoin itself is up 3 times from the bottom.
Yeah,
it's Bitcoin, the safest thing, the most boomerest of coins, the boomer coin of all time, Bitcoin. It's up 3 times from the bottom. Ethereum's up that much. Some of these altcoins are gonna, if you're in a coin, it's just holding it will appreciate in value so much that the dividends payouts doesn't matter really. Right. I wouldn't even stake Ethereum, just because here's the problem: is it takes 32 Ethereum to stake Ethereum by yourself. Okay, wow. By yourself, 32 Ethereum. That's 70.
That's a lot.
I think it's $78,000.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money, right? So what happens is the average guy will go, okay, I'll just leave it on Coinbase, on Kraken. And I like Coinbase, but they'll leave it on Coinbase, they'll leave it on Kraken, they'll leave it on Gemini, they'll leave it on Crypto.com, all reputable. That's the big 4 in America, right? One of them goes down during, what happened in 2022? Almost everything crashed. Everything went down. FTX. I mean,
Celsius.
Dude, all these
hedge funds.
Sam, yeah, well, them boys,
Sam
them boys. Yeah,
gotta get that lockup sound.
Actually, it was the FBI that came after him. FBI, open up! Oh yeah.
No longer freed.
Yeah. Even like passive, and this is the whole thing about passive.
Hey man, that was pretty good.
That was good. I like that.
But passive, I always laugh at passive income. It's never passive. It's never passive. You have to watch it and stuff. I mean, you could make some passive income. It's cool, but you're either taking a huge cut. Someone's taking a huge cut to manage it for you, or the other side is that, like, you don't realize the risk in it.
So you recommend to buy and hold for beginners. And if you're more advanced and you want to take that risk, you can stake if you want to.
Yeah, okay. You have to understand your risk.
I would say the trading is more intermediate, and then I would like everything is, once you have a certain amount of kind of experience in the space, then you could try to do it. But I would only recommend, if you're going to trade 10 to 20% maximum of the portfolio. That's it, until you really get your bearings, and then from there you have to. There's a certain time in your portfolio value that you're going to choose. Okay, am I going to be the guy? Because there's all these investors. Like, am I going to be the trading guy? Am I going to be just the buy and hold guy, or am I going to be like the guy that tries to compound through like yield farming? There's kind of these 3 schools, and which one are you going to choose? And you have to choose what's better for you. And trading takes more time.
Whatever you understand the most, right? Like, you gotta go towards start coming. Like, a lot of people, they don't know about the industry. So, like, come into the course, take in all the information, start doing some stuff, and be like, oh, okay, this method here like fits best with my psychology, or this method over here fits me better. So once you start doing, you learn. Because for me as well, like, when I first heard about crypto, I was like, shit's complicated. Like, I understand tech, but like I'm not that deep into it. So I'm just like, is it really for me? And then I just found out how to buy something. I'm like, shit, that's easier than I thought, right? And then you start kind of getting in there. You start seeing some wins with your portfolio, and that like motivates the hell out of you to really go and really understand this stuff. Because once you start making money with it, once you have that first 3, 4, 5x, you're just like, holy shit, like
it's possible.
It's very possible.
Like, watch this. Like, we were here on Friday. Solana was $80. Today it's $101.
Damn.
If y'all had taken action and bought some damn Solana on Friday, you would have been up by now.
Yeah, but it fluctuates up and down, and you have to sometimes like the one thing we tell our students all the time: have a list. Like, there's apps like Deck Screener and stuff where you can have all your coins on there, so you can see the prices. But I'd recommend for a lot of you guys, because they can't emotionally control themselves, do not put the inputs of like, I've got this and this, like having the total amount, like your net worth. People can't handle that, because they'll see the number go up or down, and they fucking like lose their fucking mind over it and stuff. Yeah. So sometimes it is good to know, you roughly know what you have, but it's just, I think it's pretty unhealthy for most of these investors, especially if they're starting off, to have the full picture on their whole portfolio. Because when they do, they may do a really stupid decision, because you could trade at 365. Like, you wake up in the middle of the night, some 304 scares the fuck out of you, and you can just go sell your whole portfolio, and then you're like, the next day it goes up, and you're like, damn, that cost me.
Yeah. All right. We got here From Larry Fink. Okay, don't listen to these goyim. We are here at BlackRock are not buying single-family homes. We do not recommend you invest in real estate considering current market conditions. Real estate as well as crypto looks weak right now. Do not buy. Thank you, Larry Fink. We appreciate
Larry.
that, bro. Thanks.
Counter trade that.
And of course, he only donates $10. You fucking. Oh well, never mind. Hey, Mindset. Jay goes. Hey, Mindset is ICP and Polygon any good? Please recommend 3.
Okay, that's please. I thought it was Pulse for a second. ICP itself, I don't really like it simply because Andreessen Horowitz, when they made it, they put it out at the top of the market. They know when the top of the market is, and then they used it to basically crowdfund a lot of money that they put into a lot of other investments. So that's
allegedly. We got to say allegedly on this stuff. We got to be careful.
Yeah. There's proof and whatever. But like go
$800 million cash out.
Go on the blockchain, look at some of their what do you call it, news threads around that time, right? But the one thing it has done positively is it has bounced off of its lows and actually started an accumulation phase. So against the United States dollar, I think ICP will actually do decent, but against Bitcoin and Ethereum, I don't think it will really outpace it. I think it'll maybe match it or maybe be a little bit under. So generally, that one, I would just say there's going to be way better opportunities elsewhere.
Right. Now, what's the other one?
MATIC?
Polygon, MATIC?
MATIC, yeah.
I think it's good. The one problem that's having is that the guys who created it are there's some infighting and lawsuits going on within the. This is what happens, man. They launched. I mean, imagine you launch a multi-billion-dollar coin, right, or a company, right? It goes from nothing to billions of dollars. All your partners, all the people who started with you are stupidly rich, and then egos get involved and problems start happening. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what's going on there. But they're coming out with their like a ZK rollup part of their chain and stuff like that. So MATIC's still out here, but they're starting to lose. They are the main chain when it came to onboarding companies. Disney's on there. I mean, Coca-Cola, Louis Vuitton. These companies are on there launching kind of NFTs or their own stores through there. But what's happening is that you're starting to have stuff like AVAX and IMX and other things starting to kind of like bite into it a little bit.
Optimism, Arbitrum.
Yeah, so they were the main leaders, and now they're starting. All the other chains are starting to kind of catch up a little bit and starting to hit people up. So a lot of the chains who survived the bear market are taking it more serious. So they have teams to try to hit businesses up. So it's starting to get more competitive for them. But they'll still do pretty decent. But bear market wise, this is why we told people to get in the course in the bear market, because we were tracking which coins were going to survive. There was still a lot of coins that died, but that's why we were so early on Solana. That's why we were so early on AVAX and Phantom, Pulse Chain, all these every coin that everyone said that was dead, it was never coming back. They're fucking back. Look at that magic.
Yeah, and those ones are not main coins, meaning that they're not like infrastructure that people are building upon as much. I mean, Polygon is, but not ICP. So one thing that's really easy at the moment to do is just focus on these things called layer ones. So layer ones are these base layer coins like Ethereum that basically can have things built on top of them, other technology stacks built on top of them. So just a few examples, Pulse Chain's one that's rather new. We have Cardano, which has been around a few cycles, and then we have Phantom that's been around for one cycle. Those 3 layer ones in particular, I think will be relatively safe, and Phantom and Cardano will be relatively safe and do really well. Pulse, which is the new one, is a little bit of your flyer. So if you wanted 3 specifically, focus on layer ones, and then layer ones that haven't moved as much as maybe others yet.
Where we're at, right? This is why we specifically put the course here, is because things have calmed down a little bit. Still, we're way higher than what we started with, even 3 months ago. But it's calmed down a little bit. And during this calm water, you can buy assets at good prices that later on are going to be really expensive. Like we're talking about Phantom's under $1. We're talking about Solana's still at $100, which is great, right? AVAX is still under $50. It's not even $100 yet. Like these Pulse chains, like barely above SAC rate. Like all these coins, these really good coins are like the fundamental ones and stuff. You get them right now. Then later on, as the cycle continues on, we start getting into the more, you have to get into more deeper, more lower market cap stuff. But right now it's like shooting fish in a barrel. You can get really good coins for really great prices, because later on people are going to be buying like Phantom for $3, $6, $8, thinking like, holy shit, man, I fucking killed it today. I bought it, and you bought, I bought it for 18 cents. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, every coin that I mentioned there, I've tripled to 5x my money on. Even right now, still, after the prices went down a little bit, we're up that much. Still, because we bought the bottoms, we were DCAing the entire time our students got in, and we made really good money. Well, like, it just now, some of the crypto guys are waking up. Some of the other crypto YouTubers are finally back. They finally fucking got out of Cabo or wherever the fuck they were, and are coming back now. But we've been here the whole time with you guys to make sure, and you know, with the FNF crew and the Red Pill and everyone else in the space, to make sure that people bought. We were fucking screaming like idiots trying to get people to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum last November.
Yeah.
I think we literally came on the show the last 2 times, or last 3 times, right? Bitcoin was 15,500, literally the same week of the low. Then it was 28,000 and 25,000, and now we're here again at 43. You know, just saying.
And people don't understand this. We're recommending these coins, and we're in these coins. Does not mean I'm holding it in the bear market, right? Because every single bear market, something could happen. Maybe they all fail. But there's money to be made now, and that's what people don't get. Is just like people either think that, like a guy in equity, because you guys are in equities, right? You guys are long-term investors. Like staying in something for 3-4 years is nothing, right?
Yeah.
For some stock guy, they're thinking about like, oh fuck, if I buy this, I'm gonna hold it for 10-12 years. That's their time horizon, 10-12 years. In crypto, we're asking for 2, we're asking for 4 at most, you know. But you can skip a lot of that, buy at these lower prices, and now it's so beautiful because you hold while the prices are just going up.
The time will take care of the volatility a lot of the times. Like a lot of people are worried about crypto because of the volatility. Well, if you buy at the right time, the volatility will sort itself out. Like you'll basically avoid the volatility if you buy and wait for 2 to 4 years easily. Like if I bought Bitcoin 2 years ago, I would still be up now, even though it's up high. You know what I mean? It's like
I think the hardest part for most people is knowing when to buy and when to sell.
Yes.
Yeah. And you teach that in the course, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's because what'll happen is you get in, like, it's just this is what happens in crypto. Is crypto's hot for a certain period of time, 21, right? Like me, like I got into crypto at the tail end of 2016. I started noticing, because I was in stocks, and I started noticing a lot of these stock YouTubers, man. Yo, fuck Ethereum, fuck Bitcoin. I mean, because you know they're losing views to the crypto guys.
I'm telling you.
Yep,
that's what they do.
And then shout out Jeremy from Financial Education Channel. He's the one.
Well, then there'd be people who never do anything about crypto too.
Yeah. So because I was in stocks, I was watching this guy, and I was watching all these guys, and they're all like something like, yeah, Ethereum's don't get into this Bitcoin stuff. So I was like, all these guys are saying it. Let me go check it out. I go check it out.
So you were a stock market guy first?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. I was in stocks originally, 2013. So I was just my landscape business, then irrigation business, then got into stocks, kept throwing money in there, and eventually, like, I'm glad I did that because I was able to build up like a savings there. Then I used that savings, put it in crypto, and then grew it from there. And then eventually I was like, man, screw stocks.
Yeah. Your returns were probably mediocre, obviously, because stocks are slow and consistent, but
it takes years.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
I had 1 year at 40%, but that year I had no money in there. The second year was 25, so I was making good money. It was good returns. You know, interest rates went to 0. Stocks were like this, but you know, 25% on no money is no money.
Were you buying like index funds, or were you?
No, I was stock picking the whole time.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was. I was just doing Apple, Disney, Freshbet back in the day. I was, never bought Netflix and stuff. I bought a little Amazon. You know, like some of those big some of those big stocks still made great returns. I mean, Apple, some of these biggest hedge fund managers, right? They will never buy Apple, and Apple outperforms them every fucking year. Right. Like they just this is why what's her name?
Berkshire Hathaway?
No, she runs ARK Invest.
Oh, Kathy Woods?
Yeah, Kathy Woods, right? She's this female stock investor, right? She did really well because she could figure out, like, hey, these are the hype stocks. Let me put money in them. And then everyone was shitting on her. Like, oh, look at this lady. She's just investing in hype stocks. Murdered everybody. Murdered everybody, right? And why is that? Because she saw the trend. Hey, this is what it is. And then she'll start divesting herself and then investing into other things. I mean, she literally bought the Bitcoin. So she put her money into Grayscale. So Grayscale is the biggest ETF. I mean, the biggest thing before the ETF, right? That we had. It crashed so bad that if Bitcoin was 15,000, it was selling for 10,000, 11,000. So she went and bought a ton of that, and now she's selling it off, and she's made. So Bitcoin went up a 3x, and she made more percentage on that. Wow. She was buying the low on the low, basically. So shout out to Kathy Woods.
That's what it all comes down to. Yep. Buy low, sell high, right? What's up next here? We got here. Okay. Anav goes, what are the chances we go into a super cycle? There are already more billions of dollars Bitcoin under ETF than is gold ETF. Gold went up every year for 8 years straight after ETF launch. Whole HODL rate at its highest. for institution interest?
You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I would say you had the people who were talking super cycle last cycle.
Suzu.
We have 3 Hours Capital, Suzu and Kyle Davies. One of them is trying not to get extradited to the United States and hiding in Indonesia.
Oh, sure.
The other one's under lock and key with the Singaporean government. So a lot of that is extra hype to try to get people in at the end of the cycle. So I would say Bitcoin's 4-year cycle is undefeated. And so follow that, and you'll get the gains, and that's where the narrative's at with the halving.
At some point, you gotta take a little off, and it's hard as hell. Look, the other day we were talking to a billionaire guy. Literally, after we finished our call here, we went to go meet somebody out, and even in the stock market world, the greed is it doesn't matter. It's human nature. The greed is greed. They just can't, because why am I gonna sell a $6 million portfolio? It's going to 13. It's going to 20. Dude, like, Miguel, why am I sell here, bro? Like, if I sell here, dude, I'm missing out on $3 extra million. But you have to secure the bet. You can still take the risk, but take a little off the table, and you'll be thinking, because people, like, what happens is these, like, I don't like saying, because like the stocks become casino chip. Everything you own is a casino chip. A house you own, because it appreciated so much and it's cash flowing, it becomes a casino chip for you, because in your head, oh, I paid $500,000 for this house, $1 million for this house. Now it's $2 million, right? You forget how much. Like, it's like, I remember when I was buying Ethereum for $80, right? I was moving Ethereum around and buying this shitcoin right here, and then I'm like, dude, this shit is like $3,000 now. Wait, hold up. Like, I would like, because I would average, like, usually I would buy into a coin, I do like 30 Ethereum at the time when it was like, $100, so it's $3,000, right? Now it's like a significant amount of money. We're talking about like almost 90 grand.
Yeah, it used to be money you spent on a weekend. Now it's money you spend over a course of a month. Soon it'll be money you hold over the course of a quarter or a year.
These assets go up so much that you kind of like, you know how you have lifestyle inflation? You get kind of spending inflation on projects. Like, I went from like, I'll put 5,000 into this project, where I'm like throwing like 100 grand into every project that I can, like, oh, fuck it, I'll throw 100 G's here, 100 G's here. Oh, I really like this one. Let me throw $250,000 into this coin. And then you forget, because you made so much money on the run up.
And that's why getting in at the right part of the cycle is so freaking important. Right. Because I remember when we did the first crypto mindset course, Ethereum was probably like 250. Yeah. And then when we did the second one, it was about 600. And there were still people being like, oh, Ethereum hasn't done anything yet. And then like about a month after that, like in early 2021, it started going above 1,000, go above its all-time high of 1,400. It was like, oh shit, stuff gets away from you. So if you're in at the right part of the cycle, which if you understand the 4-year cycle is usually about the 6 months before the halving is coming around middle April.
Right.
So not, very long until that gets there.
And let me put things in perspective. Buying good assets over the long term, you win. The boring shit. Look, if I had just look at this. Now I did make money and I was able to trade it out and I increased my bag. But even if I didn't, when I originally got into crypto, I was buying Bitcoin at $400. Ethereum was $5. $5. It's a $2,300.
That's wild.
And people are bearish on it.
Yeah. And I'm like, look. And here's the thing. Like, when I can say Bitcoin, I can say Ethereum. No one gets mad. Right? The minute I mention a coin that they think is a shit coin, I could say I bought XRP for a fraction of a penny, and today it's at 50 cents. Yeah, the XRP guy's happy, and everyone's like, look at this motherfucker talking about XRP. I talk about Hex. I bought it at fractions of pennies, which I did. It went up to 50 cents. Made a killing. Oh, look at this asshole shilling his coins.
He's coin biased.
Look, he's talking about chain. It doesn't matter what coin I talk about. If I'm not talking about their religion, I'm wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you stop. It's about we're trying to make money. Yeah. That's at the end of the day, like
Bitcoin agnostic, make some money.
Crypto is a sports team with a religion with a financial asset. That's what it is. It's all of crypto is basically those three things, the trifecta, whether it's the unholy trinity or the holy trinity, whichever you like. But people fall into it. Like you kind of join a gang almost and stuff. It's like, yeah, XRP guys, Hex guys. It doesn't matter what it is. Human nature puts you like you tribe up basically.
Right.
Yeah. Red pill versus these blue pill. Well, that one's pretty solid.
But, what's next here? We got okay, what are the chances we go into a super cycle? No, we got This is from Saucer Goes. What are some apps/platforms I can invest on, and what wallet should I use? Simple question.
Yeah, so an app/platform that's also a wallet that kind of is everything in one is MetaMask. So MetaMask, in terms of the DeFi space, so if you're interacting with decentralized exchanges and the like, that's probably going to be your most useful application out there. And that's a hot wallet, right? And then you have on top, above that, you have exchanges, which you don't want your money to stay on for too long. And then below that, you have cold storage like a Trezor. TREZOR, that you can hold things on for longer periods of time. But the exchanges and the treasury, you're not going to interact with native crypto usually quite as much. So MetaMask is probably where you'll be a lot of the time. But there's a few others.
Yeah. So where's the question? How much? Where is it?
It was
what are some
platforms and you can invest in and yeah.
So it's the big four. Coinbase. So if you're in America now, Coinbase, because it's on the stock market, you should be able to get it anywhere in the world. But Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com. Then from there, if you're overseas, you can go on Binance. There's a couple other ones, but like you want to stick to the more reputable ones, because if you're using the shady ones, you could have some jurisdiction issues, and you might have to use a VPN or something like that. And you have to, that's a whole can of worms there. And that's mostly because countries are trying to stop it. But the beautiful thing is we have a list, depending on, I mean, we've had people from Jamaica to Madagascar, believe it or not, take the course. Bomba clock, right? And
Just not Antarctica yet.
Antarctica yet, but we're almost there, you guys. But we have lists of exchanges for people to use in all different types of countries.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it goes.
The sit down says, if I made $2 million from crypto, shout out Moon Kang, what could a $500 investment into real estate do for me cash flow wise to roughly? Thanks, guys. It depends, man. I mean, I tell you guys all the time, you want at least a 10% return on your cash when it comes to real estate. So hypothetically, if you were to buy a house for $500,000, you want to make at least $5,000 a month on that house, right? Gross. So that's a general good rule of thumb as far as what you want to do, but it depends if you're buying it with cash or you're buying it with leverage with a bank, but that's a pretty good standard. Easy Money Sniper goes, how long should I hold Solana coin for? When should I sell it?
So in terms of time, most coins in the market, and since Solana is a main layer one, it's going to continue to run most of the bull market between I would say March of 2025 to about November of 2025. That's going to be your sweet spot for most 4-year cycles. So that's where we're looking to take a lot of profit. So in terms of timing, I would look at there. And then we both think that it basically gets above $1,000 this cycle. It's currently around 100. So, you know, a nice year and a half, then you get a 10x plus. Not too shabby. And
I'm going to tell you about something that's going to be really talked about later on. Once we have the Ethereum ETF pass, the game's going to change to who's the next coin for what's the next ETF? What other coins get the next? And that's going to be the next. Even if it doesn't get it, it'll pump off of like, yo, this is one of the big ones. It's the hype.
Yeah.
And you got to capitalize on that hype and stuff. So, I mean, if it's like, it's been climbing the whole time and then you're in the middle of the summer in 25 or early 25 and it just goes bananas, take some fucking profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you bought it at $100. Yeah. Like if it's at $1,500, my dude, you sell 10%, you're up 150% on your money.
Right. And if you bought it at 100, you could take the original at 500, still have 80% of your position, right? And then ride that above 1,000, start, scaling out. Once it gets above 1,500, scale it even more. So it's a balance of like, what do you expect with the price versus how much time is running out in the cycle. So kind of think of the 4-year cycle as like an hourglass that you flip over. And once we get close to spring of 2025, that shit starts getting, no matter where the price is at, if it's hitting your expectations or not, it's still, you have less and less time. You got to be more aggressive.
Would you say people get lost for being greedy?
Oh, yes.
Like they hold on for too long?
Always. It's human nature. Oh, I mean, absolutely
Every
always.
Cycle.
Every time. It's just like, it's the biggest rush. I mean, you imagine just you're hitting it big in the casino. You can't stop. You're on this winning streak with parlays and fucking sports apps. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're fucking winning. You're just boom. You get addicted to the hit and stuff. And some people, believe it or not, like I just found this out. Some people are addicted to the thrill of losing somehow because they're like, I'm gonna get back.
Sure.
I'm like, some people love that feeling of like I lost it all and then I fucking battled back
this time.
Yeah,
believe in me.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
All right. We got here. Is it Daniel Moses? Yeah. Hoi hoi. Dollar cost crypto. I can't buy until I turn 18 in middle of February. Do you think these are good targets? Doge under 10 cents. Sol under $1. FX under 36. FTM. We basically goes over all the numbers.
Yeah.
Can we pull that thing up on screen real quick, Bills? Show it to the audience.
That's rough. You're gonna hit about half of them. The other half might be higher, but that's still good prices. Hey, brother, dude, imagine being 17 years old trying to invest. Dude, that's awesome, dude. People don't wake up from the Matrix until they're fucking 26 sometimes.
So good job, man. You got your head on right. But yeah, those are all good prices for
all good prices, but some can be a little higher. Like Solana could be 140 at the time, but still great price. It's still good prices. Yeah.
Dave Hustles goes, my primary portfolio is BTC, ETH, and below that I have Solana. Illuvium, Polkadot, XRP recommended from you guys. Now, how long should I hold them for to sell out for high before the bear market this year? Or you recommend hold for a couple of years?
Yeah, so kind of similar to the last answer that I gave, look for that early 2025, start kind of going towards the exits. But, excuse me, also think about where did you buy the coin?
So hold this year.
Right, hold all throughout the
24.
majority of this year. The only time you'll be trading out this year is if you get like the situation where Bitcoin goes to a new all-time high before, I would say, the end of August.
Okay.
If Bitcoin's past $70,000 by August, that's faster than it should, and it's probably going to have a good correction at some point later in the year of 24. So then you might be like, okay, Q4 of this year,
Let me get rid of it. Okay.
I put
and then buy back on a low.
Just one little caveat. If you have your coin and it fucking just 8 times in price within a month, take some profits.
Yeah.
Because it'll come. So anything like big up means big down. So if you have like, I'll bring Solana up just because it's the coin everyone's talking about. So if Solana just in the middle of the summer, it's just at $200 for a while, and then it just shoots to 1,000, take some fucking profits. And then because it'll come back down, you can just buy back your coins. You'll have more coins and then you're chilling. But the reason we tell you not to sell the whole thing is because we're trying to get you guys into long-term capital gains. You have to keep a crypto asset unsold for 1 year, and then you get hit with a 15% tax, 20% tax, and still have a huge like 45-50% tax. So the tax savings that's another thing too, is why I personally don't trade my whole stack, is because I gotta, for tax purposes, some people are in Dubai, some people are in Puerto Rico and stuff, but then they have to, they're dealing with kind of like the lifestyle consequences of like living in a different country. You gotta choose your game. That's why we moved to, Vegas. But this is why so many people do so well here in, Miami or Texas, is because, there's no state tax.
Wasn't there a Dogecoin millionaire that just kept on to all his coin and lost it all?
Yeah.
Being too greedy. I forgot his name.
Yeah. He started shilling like shitcoin projects recently. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of those types of guys,
That's sad, bro.
They end up going towards, like low cap, easy fruit to like pump it up.
Yeah.
And,
Grant Stephan gave him great advice. Take some. Grant Stephan wasn't saying anything crazy. He was telling him, just sell half of it.
Yeah.
Or sell all of it. Or like, obviously I wouldn't have sold all of it too. Like if Grant Stephan was telling me to sell all of it, no way. But like half. But he was right. Like half of it. Like, dude, you bought it for like, cover your life a little bit.
Yeah. I think because a lot of you guys, right, a lot of people, especially in the chat, be skeptical. Oh, this is all a scheme, blah, blah, blah. How about this? Invest in the coin, right? And then whatever you invest, take that out. So then everything you have is profit. So then you can't complain or feel bad anymore.
Yeah.
Because if you lose anything, it doesn't matter because it's profit anyway. And if you gain anything, great. So, but take out what you originally invested. For all the people out there that are super skeptical, that don't trust cryptocurrency, just take out what you invested. Wait a year or two. Just take out what you invested. You'll probably stuff.
That's smart. Those profits aren't profits until you take them.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people confuse that in the bull
and they're
market.
not losses until you take them either.
Right.
Correct.
They look at the paper gains. They're like, oh, I'm up so much, and it's like
I'm a millionaire
take some.
on paper.
Yeah.
Right.
But is it in your hand? No.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what a guy's doing too is that their net worth went up so much because of crypto. They weren't taking any money out, so they were spending their savings down like they were fucking balling from their portfolio. And that happens a lot, you guys, because you'll be like, fuck, man, I'm killing it, but no, it's gonna go higher. So I'll just keep grabbing my savings. Bro, I'm hella rich, man. I've got hella
even
cash right now.
taking loans on the savings.
Shit. Okay. Reyes goes, Myron, I was making 50K now. I picked up a second job making 90K working 7 days a week. Should I stay like this or finish couple certificates for data analyst? Well, bro, if that data analyst thing is going to get you more money, then do that. But just find time in between your 2 jobs to study so that you can go ahead and get that high income skill so that you don't have to
That's a
continue working
hardworking
7
guy,
days
though.
per week.
Shout out to him.
Data analyst is great.
Greg Vandersloot goes, why is it that the TradCons want to do a debate on the Copycat show when it was your invitation and you are the A side? Yeah, I know, dude.
Yeah.
Chads versus Trads is a great FNF original, but the Trads know they actually can defend their points in real life with real RP creators. Yeah, we'll see what happens, bro. Like I said before, we'll probably address this a little bit more maybe on Wednesday. But yeah, we'll see what they want to do. Where are we at? Oh, King Cheng Hanji goes, JWaller is one of your choice for the RP versus Trad debate, but he doesn't talk intersectional dynamics anymore. You didn't even put him on After Hours. Troy Francis would be a better choice as he actually makes his living on this subject and is unashamed about RP. Well, Justin said he wants to join, bro. So
and he actually goes. I think that chick would actually want some another go at him as well. and he can get his revenge on her.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
well, yeah. So
Shout out to Troy though. Yeah.
and Justin had to leave early that night, guys. It's not that he didn't want to; it's just that he had shit going on.
Yeah,
So he had to leave.
Yeah, both of them are really smart on crypto, actually.
Really
Yeah.
great guys. Yeah.
Cobalt Strikey goes, these guys are giving legit info. Minor options are where it's at for me, though. 8 to 60K from October to December. Got out playing other options prior to BTC taking off again.
Hey, shout out
Then
to you,
it's
bro.
back to minor options and futures, Mara and CLSK. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
and those ones you can hold because like Mara is on the stock exchange, right? It's a Bitcoin mining company, Marathon Digital, and yeah, you can hold that in your IRA, and they actually have like it rivals Bitcoin as well in terms of like gains that you make, so it outpaces the market pretty well.
Coinbase stock is probably a buy right now too.
Asmir goes, thoughts on RNDR? Do you guys invest in it? Basically, the crypto version of NVIDIA, in my opinion. Thanks.
So Render, I do like it. I do think it of all the AI coins, it's top 3, but it's number 3. I would say the top 2 are Fetch AI, which is number 1 in my opinion, and then AGIX. So if I'm looking at that category as a sector, I would much rather go towards Fetch AI.
Okay. We got here. Danny goes, yo, Migo from North Carolina. I just turned 18 on Friday, and I wanted to know if I needed to know anything about crypto to go ahead and dive into the $1,000 course. I mean, they're going to teach you everything you need to know. Can you tell them a little bit about the course before he dives in?
Yeah, so classes will start February 9th. They're going to go on for 2 to 3 weeks. We have the schedule up, but we'll pull up the schedule in a minute.
Yeah, and once you purchase the course, you get some of this material right away.
Yeah, so you're going to be.
I think we got the schedule here.
Yeah, so you're going to get put into a private Telegram group. We're going questions. The whole course will start as soon as we're back in Vegas, and pretty much the first class is going to start at 10 p.m. Eastern. These are all in Eastern time, just so everyone understands. And the first webinar is going to be the Q1 2024 thesis, where we're pretty much going to tell you what we believe is going to happen over the next quarter, as well as what we're looking roughly to happen in 24. A big part of it is interest rates coming down. That's a big one. The Fed meeting is literally on the 31st, so it's in 2 days. So we're going to know what the Fed's is going to happen. We're going to give people an update on the Telegram group once Jerome Powell ends up when he's done with the FOMC meeting. So I do believe they're going to lower interest rates May 1st. By 25 basis points to 50 basis points. And then from there, we should be 100 basis points lower by the end of the year, which is good because that makes not just crypto attractive, stocks attractive, and real estate most importantly, because real estate's been the one that's kind of lagging behind because people can't sell their houses. Because if they sell their house here, over there, they kind of double their payment up. So that's the kind of thing. So real estate's about to get really hot in the next 3 years, which I can't wait.
Yeah, and if I were to give them kind of like a roadmap of like, okay, you're here now watching us on the show. Maybe it's the first time absolutely ever seeing us, right? This is what I would do over the course of the next couple of weeks, right? So first, go onto our YouTube channels, Cultivate Crypto, Dollar Cost Crypto. Go there. Start watching because you'll have between now and February 9th to start reviewing information, right? So go back, review the last 1 month of streams that we did, a lot of stuff around New Year's as well. Then purchase the course, obviously, while you're doing that. Once you have purchased the course, within 24 hours, you'll get an email from our support team, and they'll basically get you into the Telegram there. Okay, I thought you were going to say something right there. But so basically, yeah, then you'll get into the Telegram. Once you're in the Telegram, then you have access to the chat and the course information. We have 5 pre-recorded webinars that you get as soon as you get into the course. And that way, then you're already reviewing our YouTube information. Then you can review the pre-recorded information. Make sure you have your wallet set up.
Which they go into certain things that they can't talk about on YouTube. FYI.
Yeah, wallet
Might I add as well?
Wallet security.
The chat for Telegram is incredible.
Yeah.
Any question you want, any time of day. You type it in there,
24/7.
you get a response.
Yep.
It's crazy, by the way.
Yeah, and then once you get there, right, then boom, you've already got the basics. You got your stuff set up. You're like, okay, I know what I'm doing here. Then we start the webinars on February 9th. We have that schedule there. We go through
Super Bowl weekend?
No.
No. We learned our lesson.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
February 9th and 10th, we have the first 3 webinars, as you can see here, right? We have at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern every single day. So we start with the Q1 thesis. Then we go into top coins on February 10th. Then we got 2 days off for you guys to enjoy Super Bowl Sunday and Hangover Monday.
Yeah, of course.
And then we go through the rest of the course all the way through the 22nd/23rd of the month. And the way we layer these, the schedule and the courses is we start out with what's relevant right now in crypto, regardless of your level. Then we go into some catch up and some basics, some risk management. Don't get wrecked. How to save money, how to make sure you manage your risk, how to make sure you're not doing anything stupid. technical and fundamental analysis and on-chain data. That way, now all of a sudden, like I said before, if you study those 3 sectors, you know what you're going to want to lean towards, and you already have a basic setup. And then it's the second half of webinars where we just turn on the jets. It's like a boot camp. So we go really hard into, here is a lot more advanced information. And so I would say there's people who will jump in, and the first time in the course, they'll understand about 30 to 40% of the information, take that in, and then study the hard stuff that they took notes on through the rest of the quarter.
Somebody said, this is so expensive, it must be a scam.
Yeah.
Guys, you can't afford the course, understandable. 100%, we understand this.
Where's the free content?
YouTube is
As
free.
other creators as well, we
YouTube
understand
is
this.
free.
But listen, if you're not in the course, how can you call it a scam? You didn't even do it yet yourself.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people have called in. And even when somebody on Friday said I was skeptical, I thought it was a scam. I did it, and I made a bunch of money. And guys, here, I mean, let me show y'all my portfolio, man. I implement maybe 10% of what these guys teach.
Hey, you sure you want to do that?
It's fucking, man. It's whatever, bro. Because people will keep saying it's a fucking scam. I'll show y'all right now.
Guys, I ain't mine, bro.
Hill.
So look, I don't know if y'all can see this right here. That's $273,385 in my shit right here. That's just off of listening to some
more.
Look, right there. Can y'all? Maybe I might have to do a camera 4. Let me fucking do this shot on camera 4.
Holy.
So, right.
Yo, W Myron, bro, because
Yeah, Fresh is like, fuck
It's
that.
very, very passive way to get this money.
somewhat, but not fully.
Right. 4. Okay, Chris.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Hey. Sheesh.
Yo, bro. That is a house.
You guys can say whatever the fuck you guys want to say about these dudes saying that they're scammers or whatever, but I followed their advice and I only applied maybe 10% of it, guys.
Yeah.
And I have almost
stable,
300K in there.
Yeah.
Like just off of, hey, buy Ethereum. Okay. Go in and buy some fucking Ethereum. Hey, Bitcoin's kind of low right now. Get some. Picked it up. And I have $300,000 in there, guys, just sitting there that I can pretty much use if I wanted to pull it out and go into real estate, whatever it may be. This is me, just because a lot of people like to talk, oh, you guys scam. Well, like, yeah, and here's the thing. When we've talked about the course, other times you guys have seen my portfolio go up and down, etc., but it's been consistently going up.
I remember I saw it for the first time. It was 97K.
Yeah.
Now look where it is
it's almost 300,000 now.
And actually,
stable
just to be
assets in
fair
crypto.
here, Myron's very busy. He's working on his Fed Reacts, our channel as well. He has no time to study this all the way. But guess what? Whenever you say buy a coin, he buys it.
Yeah,
It's that simple.
I just go in and a lot of time I've been buying a lot of Ethereum is pretty much what it is, and Ethereum and Bitcoin mostly make up my portfolio. But I go off of what they say, guys, and I apply just a percentage of it. And you guys have seen, I got well over $250,000 in there. I could go buy a fucking house with the money.
And then when they say sell, you sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time we talked, back in the end of 2019, early 2020 as well. I was like, hey, Myron, here's some explanations of stuff. Here's us like, just tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I got to check my risk profile here for crypto specifically, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, I want to stay in the stuff that is going to stay here forever. I want to buy it. I want to hold it till the end of the decade.
Yeah.
Is basically what you said. I said, okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can do that. Like those two aren't going to go away ever. And that's great. And then
I got some Solana Polkadot as well off of Charlie telling me that, hey, this is something that if you want to be a little bit more risky, because then I diversified. I was like, okay, what could I do that's a little bit more risky? He's like, you know what? Yeah, you can go into Solana and Polkadot. Pick some of that up too.
Yeah.
And again, even my network, the guys in there got the course.
Yep.
They were making good money from their jobs, doing the thing. Listen to what Charlie Miguel said. Way up. Told you about the yacht story.
Yeah.
Way up.
Like, I mean, would you guys invest $1,000 to make $2,000? Would $3,000? $4,000? I think it's worth it.
and
It's in your account sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you might blow it in the club.
Dead money.
Yeah, you might do some dumb shit with it, man. So, like, you guys can say whatever you guys want to say. Oh, scammer, blah, blah. If you can't afford the $1,000, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and try to, like, shit on other people. Be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm showing you guys right now proof. Because I paid Charlie for a consultation. It was the best money I fucking ever spent. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's not as big as he is now. So now y'all got to pay $1,000 to get into the course. I got it for cheaper because I met him back in, like, 2018,
yeah,
2019.
$75.
Yeah. So, but that $75 has made me $272,000.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, that's crazy. That $75 that I invested because I took a chance. I wasn't being a fucking idiot. I took the plunge. Now I got almost a $300,000 portfolio that's just sitting there off of money that I invested
And
years
nobody
ago.
showed you their portfolio. Imagine
and I'm showing you on my portfolio. Who's gonna show you guys their portfolio? Like, and that's thanks to these fucking guys right
Myron.
here. There's a reason why we don't work with no other. We don't work with no other crypto guys. We only work with these two. Why? Think about that. And there's been other people that have said, "Yo, we'll offer you guys $1 million, $2 million. Yo, let us come in and promote our coin." I say no to all those motherfuckers. Why? Because we're trying to give you guys people that are coin agnostic, that are gonna help you guys make money. These guys help me make money. They're not fucking sitting there telling you, "Boy, this coin, blah blah blah." Like, depending on where you are and your risk tolerance, they'll tell you, okay, these coins are good, etc. And then they're coin agnostic. That's very important.
So, and here's the thing, and this is just with Ethereum gains. Look, you have a little over $250,000 in there. Ethereum is going to go to $8,000 to $12,000 this cycle. That's very conservative. That account's going to hit over $1 million in the next year.
Probably.
Nice.
Because I got a lot of Ethereum.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
$3 million, you know, just for doing.
Off of investing $75.
Yeah.
Think about that, guys. You guys could do the same thing. You invest $1,000, you go in, you buy the coins that they tell you, you get the knowledge so that you can go ahead and make the best investments, and then bam, next thing you know, you got a 6-figure portfolio.
One rule of thumb that I just like to make it easy for people is each 4-year cycle, you should be at least adding 1 0 to the end of whatever it is that you put in crypto.
Right.
So if you started with, let's say, $1,000, then you'll get into the 5-figure range, anywhere between $10,000 to $99,000. You start out with $10,000, you'll get into the 6-figure range, anywhere from low to high 6 figures. You start out with 6 figures, you get into the millionaire range within one cycle, right? And then if you do that, consistently over time,
the money gets crazy.
Not bad.
The money gets really crazy.
Some of you are stuck in last year. It's a whole brand new year, right? But you're doing the same bullshit as last year. Make a change, man. Take a risk.
Yeah.
I mean, calculate risk as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's and you got these guys helping you out. Like, I literally just showed y'all my portfolio. I wonder if any other YouTuber will fucking do that. I pulled up my fucking Coinbase Raw, just showed it to y'all. No fucking, fuck it, whatever, man. Like, there's the results right there. No, not scripted, whatever it may be. That's the real shit right now at this minute. Like, what it is. You saw 273K or so.
And there's guys in the chat that say, just don't spend that $1,000 and just go buy crypto. Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes you don't know what's the right crypto, and on top of that, these smartest people who really have money, they don't give a fuck to pay $1,000 for a course. You know why? Because if they learn one little thing in there, it can make them millions of dollars, $100,000. I mean, somebody was even like the other day they were trying to shit on that guy for buying a yacht or whatever, right? With the Bitcoin, but he didn't know exactly when to get into Bitcoin. Just that one tip, him hearing that, let me throw it in, got him all this money in profit.
Some of you want to buy real estate. Some of you want a car. Some of you want to help your family pay for bills or take care of your mother, father, sister, whoever it may be. But you work a regular job. Understandable.
Yeah, of course.
But you have a chance to invest in yourself and your future. Take a calculated risk with mentors in the space to help you get to that goal or that achievement. I think it's like common sense.
It's common sense.
Yeah,
at this point.
And every single quarter we have.
How many millionaires have you guys made?
Like a good chunk, and they still come back.
Yeah,
right. We have ex-hedge, well, not ex, but we have current and ex-hedge fund people who come in. They do research through our stuff because, like, okay, what's their research that I'm not seeing in the market, and they get like he said, an extra nugget here and there. Then the other thing I was going to say is we always add 1 to 3 coins in the course that within that quarter we have high confidence in. They can do a certain
So we give you fish, but we teach you to fish too.
Right. So for example,
teach is important.
Yeah. For example, we did one last quarter that basically went from 15 to 30 cents. Actually, it went higher. I think it went from 15 to 40 cents. And then we told people to take profit once it was above that 30-cent mark. And so if you put $500 in there, you made, maybe anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500. Boom, you paid for the course. Then everything else is gravy. So.
And sometimes some of the best assets to buy, they look like they're dead in the water, or like everyone's sad in the community. Beautiful. I love when communities are sad because it's counterintuitive. Because I mean, like it's always the darkest before dawn, right? So it's that sort of thing in the space and stuff. So I mean, the whole thing of the course is to teach you to fish, A to Z, how to control your own crypto, how to use cold storage, which coins are good, which coins are bad. And then you don't have to implement all of it. Because one thing that we help a lot of guys out, especially because the difference between us and a lot of other guys is, one, these guys all fucking left. We stayed here the entire time. We were teaching the entire time. We were making money the whole time. And at certain parts of the time, I was in cash, heavily just cash. Then when Bitcoin bottomed out, we're like, all right, time to put the cash into. So we were deep. I had a lot of Tether, a lot of USDC, and some DAI. And then eventually, no more stables. We're all in crypto because it's time to buy. You know, there's certain times to hold stables, other times not to. The only time to be holding stables now is either fresh cash coming in, or you took some big profits off a coin off a run up, and then now you're waiting to, you know, implement that. But there's business owners, right, that are like they just don't have time for this stuff. Like, they need to get the crypto gains, but they can't. So sometimes the best advice is just hold Bitcoin and Ethereum. But the thing is they have to kind of know their way around. And two, what happens is as you start getting this wealth in crypto, people start coming up to you and say, hey man, they'll convince you, put this money into this and this and this. And then this is what we become really good at, is guys hit us up for consultations because they have someone in their real life trying to convince them to do something crazy. And sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's a bad idea. Like Miguel, I've my social media's grown crazy and stuff. I got these NFT projects hitting me up. What do you think? Bro, that's dog shit, bro. That's like exchanges. We had YouTubers hitting us up. It's like, hey, what do you think about these exchanges, dude? Yep. No, don't do it. When we had all, I mean, FTX was throwing money at everybody. Yeah, everybody. We didn't take any deals. We didn't take deals at anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
We've never taken one sponsorship from crypto.
Yep. And that's how you know that, like I told you, there's a reason why we work with them and nobody else, man. We've been offered a bunch of, work with us, blah, blah, let's talk about this coin. Fuck no, bro. No, we're good. We're going to keep it neutral. We tell you guys coins that we might go into, but we're not going to necessarily be like, yeah, it's only this coin. Nah, man, because once you do that, you're compromised. Deandra, say you cash out 2 to 3 M. Would buying a house or investment property around 500, 800K cash be able to reduce tax liability? Yeah, depending on the house, bro. But yeah, you'll be able to absolutely use depreciation and cost segregation. So yeah, will. I got 1.5 billion XN coming out in March. Should I sell it for RH Eco or sell 500 million for RH Eco, or just hold it all? What's up, Fresh and Mr. Punisher? Can you guys make a new vid on credit cards? Going to get one soon. 21 years old from the islands.
Shout out to you, bro.
We will. Don't worry. But
Island guy.
Do you guys know the answer to that question? I don't know.
Zen.
Zen. Yeah, dump that shit.
Dump it. Okay. There you go. There's your answer.
Pulse chain, baby.
If I have 100 million Pulse, will I be okay to buy other coins, or should I get more Pulse?
It's always about your portfolio. If 100 million's a lot and you already feel like it's a lot, then it is enough.
Okay.
Right. Then yeah, you can get, like, we're coin agnostic. We're just like, I'm not just like, I have other things besides Hex and Pulse chain. I have Solana, dude. We were some of the top guys making fun of Solana and Luna and all these coins, but we were like, hey, these coins are going to survive. They're going to make it. The VCs are back in this stuff. Fuck it. Let's back up the truck and make this money.
Solana,
The facts don't lie.
The facts don't lie. So we're back in it and stuff. Now, and that's the other thing too, is like, you guys get this a lot too. People can take a little, like, one of these questions and clip it out. And take it out of context. Yep. But it could be old info from like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. Solana is trash. Today it isn't. Deal with it. Crypto moves fast.
Uptime for a year.
Yep. Then they've done that. They've taken clips from you guys answering a question, trying to say, look at them trying to shill this coin. It's like, bro, that was within a specific context at a specific time where a question was asked and they answered it at that time.
Right.
Crypto's changing from day to day.
Happens to us too.
Money Fresh Clips, $35. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to you.
Shout out to boy.
Okay, Miguel Cousin goes, cuz, where you been?
Where you been, SA?
Ben SA.
I miss you, Holmes.
Okay, we should kick it soon. I've been having a hard time, and just seeing you would be great. Oh, that's Miguel's cousin. Okay,
Miguel's cousin. Okay.
I was like, what? Yeah.
What's up, fool?
¿Qué pasa, cabrón?
Brick goes, BTC is greater than real estate. No interest, halal, no maintenance, repairs, no need for inspector, no dealing with tenants, no dealing with realtors, lawyers, no property taxes, self-sovereignty. IOW barrier to entry. Barrier to entry. Pick any 4-year period with holding. BTC beats real estate. Bro, you could say, again, this is one of these like, Bitcoin or crypto versus real estate. Right. At the end of the day, bro, I think real estate is the best asset class because you're able to use banks and get leverage. But you're talking about being halal and not using interest. But yeah, if you're worried about usury, then yeah, of course, use cryptocurrency, bro. That's fine.
Religious reasons.
Yeah, for religious reasons, that's fine. But if we're not gonna, if we're gonna remove the usury issue, bro, then crypto beat real estate is the way to go. We got here, Bahamian Hustler goes, hey, FNF, I'm a 30-year-old heavy equipment operator living in the Bahamas and want to get in crypto. How do you start, and would I be able to cash out if I make profit? Of course, bro.
Absolutely.
But you guys can answer that. What do you guys think? For a new guy trying to get in.
Jump at the course. I mean, the course is absolutely meant for both beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So like I said before when we were showing the schedule, we start with beginner information. That way everybody's on the same page when we start. So if you have no idea about anything about crypto, but you're like, hey, I got, a couple of weeks this quarter that I can take in the content. I'm going to take it seriously in the next couple of months. And then boom, I'm really going to learn this stuff. Jump in. I mean, I was going to say a little bit earlier, like we have a bunch of people in the Muslim world with Dubai, Indonesia, these other countries that are like concerned about the usury and stuff like that as well. And so,
interest rates,
yeah. And so they come in and they're like, okay, how can I do it with stuff like that, right? How can I, with my current situation?
Which crypto, like, for all the guys out there that are, obviously practicing or strict Muslims and they don't want to take interest loans on buying real estate or whatever, cool. Crypto is a fantastic alternative for you.
Crypto that pays itself is not against the religion. It's basically making interest off other people. Yeah, it's kind of where things get a little squirrely there.
We got here Crypto Dagan goes, have you heard of King Knights Deegan token? If so, thoughts?
No, I haven't heard about it yet. Nope. Okay. We can take a look into
There's so many coins, bro.
Goes, Esmir goes, Myron, is that crypto on your personal name or underneath an LLC? I'm thinking it's smarter going forward to have your LLC hold it for tax purposes if the guys can confirm. Been watching for 2 years and appreciate it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
And we got Steve from accounting coming in on the tax webinar, so you can actually come and ask a tax professional, because hashtag not life or financial advice or tax advice, right? On that
we'll have him on the show tomorrow too as well.
Bam.
Depending on where you're at.
He's going to be on the webinars too.
Yeah, depending on where you're at, that can be very useful, and also depends on what your tax bill is, right?
And if I'm correct, he's one of the only, I want to say, CPAs that covers cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Because he took our course.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, man. Get in there, guys. Bought ICP at $350 and sold that for that in itself is worth it. You're going to be able to talk to someone, an accountant that actually understands cryptocurrency and how it can impact your taxes. Most accountants don't even know what Ethereum is.
Exactly.
If I'm going to be honest with you.
Or they're scared of it too.
Or they're scared of it.
Get index funds.
Yeah, index funds, S&P 500. We got here, Ryan Lott goes, bought ICP at $350 and sold at $14. Question, do y'all use Fibonacci retracements to know when to exit? I found it to be unmatched. Much love to all the crew.
Yes, I'm in love with the Fibonacci ratio. Oh, baby, it is so good. So, yeah, we use Fibonacci retracements. We use Elliott Wave. We use cycles in terms of like 60-day cycles and 4-year cycles. And so, you're going to be right at home with what you did there. Also, congratulations on the freaking trade, man. That's awesome.
That's good.
We'll be talking about all that stuff and going into detail on it.
We also use something, this is on the fundamental side, we use something called unit bias. So I use a lot of unit bias, and this is like playing on human nature, is like if a coin is $10 and it gets to 100, that's when people are like, yeah, it's $100 bill now, I guess I should sell. It's really funny how people, a unit bias affects everything. Damn, this coin's $100. This coin's $1. If it goes to 100, that means I'll make 100 times my money. That's the dumb, simple math everyone does. Doesn't matter from the highest to lowest level, and you can use it to your advantage. It's like some people love round numbers. They're like, all right, Miguel, I'm at $800,000 in the portfolio, but I'll wait until I have $1 million, and that's when I'll sell. And then they never hit the $1 million. Or like, bro, I'm at $6 million. I'll wait 10 million and I'll sell. And they always go for, it's the greed, but it's the round. They love the round number. I always sell in odd numbers. You always want to sell in odd numbers because like watch, if a coin's going to $100, I'll sell 92, 95, 96, because they're all waiting to 101. No.
You do it right before.
Right before.
Oh, smart. That's smart.
You beat them on the technicalities
95,
as well.
yeah.
Yep.
Now, that's actually a good point. A lot of people, 100 million, 1 million. You're doing it at 950. Boom.
Mindset.
Yeah, okay.
Mindset.
Okay. Do y'all trust Ledger? I have a Nano X with my big holdings on it. What would you suggest, if anything?
Trezor Model T.
They're getting the value today, bro. They're answering these very specific questions.
This is Ryan LOD, by the way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Good.
Shout out to him for sure. But I mean, it works, but I think Trezor has better security. Also, when there's a vulnerability that's found with any of these technologies, Trezor is on the ball and says, hey, here's a vulnerability. Here's how you can protect yourself against it. And the Model T specifically is good simply because you have a touch screen. That way, even if somebody has a remote, kind of close to your access to your device, they won't be able to key log you. They won't be able to see which keys you press because it's a touch screen for your, passwords or private phrases or anything like that. So Trezor, and make sure, this is really freaking important.
Oh, yes.
Make sure to buy directly from Trezor. From
Amazon.
No Amazon links, no referral links.
No eBay.
Nothing else. Just make sure.
No Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy it directly from there, and then boom, make sure the package isn't opened, and you're good to go.
And the last thing on Nano, it's owned by the fucking French. That's all you need to know. Fuck that.
And LOD stands for Law of Distraction. Okay, we have here, Jeff says, Could you explain that your crypto courses, I guess, entail? Also, I prefer one-time payment for courses or one-year payment for the crypto course.
If you email us directly, if you go to the website, which has the link from Fresh and Fit, just click the link there. At the top left of the website, there is an email. It says charlie@cultivatecrypto.com. You send us an email there, and if you want to buy 4 courses for this year, we can talk, right? And we can give you guys, you know, a little bit on that and make sure that it comes under Fresh and Fit here. So just go here to the link that's in the chat, and you'll be good to go.
There is one thing, because we kept having people ask. Can you put up the course link again? No, not the other one. The actual the website. So we kept having people ask us about this. So we have PayPal credit there. It'll split up into 4 payments, but you know, obviously they're going to charge you extra. That's not tied to us. You're going to be dealing with PayPal directly and stuff like that.
So if you want to break it up.
So, but we had so many people ask us about that, so we've added it back and stuff. But there you go.
It's pretty smart. If you can't pay up front now, you can do it over installments.
Correct. Yeah, and then could you pull up the schedule there real quick, because he wanted to know what it entailed as well. So the Crypto Mindset course entails 15 live webinars at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern from February 9th through February 23rd. 2 days on, 2 days off is how the schedule works there. You can see all the different subjects that we go through there. We also include 5 pre-recorded webinars that you get as soon as you enter the Telegram chat. And then we also, you can see there's a yellow box there that says flash webinars throughout the Q1. So whenever there's news or something new happening, or somebody who we have as a new guest that wants to come in and basically give you guys some alpha and some knowledge there, we have other live webinars throughout the quarter. So we might do, you know, in total between 18 to 20 live webinars throughout the entire quarter. So we support you going through the month of March as well.
Exactly. And this is another reason. So somebody in the chat just said, like, you know, Caspa is the best performing coin and stuff so far and stuff. Yeah, it's done really well, but now no one's talking about it. That's probably when you buy.
We have what do you call it? Seasons here in crypto where for this portion of the market, this one outpaces everything, and then we have another season where something else goes, and basically these coins take turns.
Always a coin that's like the hot coin for 6 months, and then another one that's a hot coin for the year, and another one that's kind of hot coin for the whole cycle and stuff. You kind of have
WStream, man. Who's saying all this stuff, man? Put the free by the way. WStream.
Nobody.
Jeff.
Not live.
Hold on. Last Hobender says,
Yo, Myron, the debate can go on or without the pocket plus, man. Just subtract them from the debate and bring everybody. Their name being affiliated with FNF is a win alone. Copycats get no love here. Is there a percentage of our savings or income you recommend we invest monthly? Okay, that was from the last Hobender. Yeah, like I said before, there's no reason to involve them in the situation. They just want to go ahead and get involved and get some, get some money and get some notoriety from it. And I'm like, no, that's not what we're gonna do. And then as far as percentage of savings or income you recommend we invest monthly, what's your take on that, Charlie? Let's go from a conservative angle.
Yeah, something that you can afford to lose. So basically, it's like, okay, each month if I take, let's say, $100, and if it's gone, is my life any different? No? Right. Okay, what about $500? No different? Okay, what about $1,000? Wherever that is, that threshold is for you, where you start getting emotional about it, right? Cut it down a little bit below there, and then just make sure, okay, this is money I'm saving, I'm compounding over time, and I'm not going to be using this money for the next 2 years. It's a really good
litmus test.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know that sounds extreme. Oh, what do you like? Money you don't care about. But that's what the volatility of cryptocurrency is going to keep you from being emotional.
Yeah, it's a mindset to make sure that it's like, to basically keep the emotions at bay. That way you can do everything based on logic and stick to your plan, basically.
Yeah, you could put the money in, because I do that with my crypto and with my my Vanguard account with my index funds and stuff like that, guys. What I do is I just put money in monthly, and I just don't look at it.
Right.
And you always, and I agree, Charlie's, I mean, it's simplified, but it's very true. Put money in that you don't care about, because that way you're not going to be checking once you're checking it every single day and shit like that, that means you care too much.
Right.
Yeah.
And on the highs and lows, you don't want to be like some of these people. I remember when crypto tanked, people were jumping off their balconies in Miami when Ethereum hit like $1,500. People were jumping off their balconies, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I heard crazy stories. I heard one guy in China, basically, he thought he had lost everything in Bitcoin at a certain point of the market, took his entire family and jumped off a bridge, bro. And and then
that's when you care too much.
Within 6 months, like, it came back and he would have been just fine.
Yeah, if he had waited until now, he would have been fine.
Yeah, it's just like terrifying. So like,
and they say men can't be emotional.
Yeah, man. So guys, you gotta be you gotta put money in that you're willing to lose. I know that sounds very I care about all of my money. You got to put in something, or well, hey man,
usually 10%.
Something that you're not gonna be emotional about.
Usually 10% of your income, you're fine.
10%, yeah, 10% below.
Above 20s where things could, like, depending on how much. If you're really making a ton of money, then 20%. Because here's the other thing: if you're making a lot of money, your savings rate could be 50, 60, 70, 80%. But when you're you're $50,000, $100,000, you may only be able to do 20%, and that's perfectly fine. You got to do what you got to do, you know.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got next? Buy Rumble in crypto? Absolutely.
Yes,
Kano,
not financial
187.
advice.
It is the future.
Yep.
I'm in UAE making 10K per year, brokie. Have 10K per year, nigga, goddamn. Have 6 months savings and having some money for expense. Is crypto a good route for me? Yeah, man, especially if you're out there in the Middle East, it's tough to get real estate, especially because I don't know if they have interest loans over there in the UAE, but for you, it might work because you got some money that you could save that you could put in. Yeah.
Well, Jeff, you got to start somewhere, man. So good job, Jeff. You got it.
I'd go safe as possible, and then
yes,
one coin degenerate. That's the way to get the gains for you.
Yep. How much more time do we have to buy at these low prices?
So what we've been telling people on our channel consistently over the last 6 to 12 months is basically get in before June. So between now and the end of May, like, we have decent prices. Bitcoin's not going to be at a new all-time high. So we usually want to buy 6 months before the halving, which is in the middle of April. And then you might get one chance after the halving, right in May, to basically buy another dip. But that dip could also be a higher low. So right now, Bitcoin's at about 43,000. I think it comes up a little bit over the course of the next 1 week. Then it probably goes down into the end of February into mid-March. And the best period to buy, in my humble opinion, will be between the end of February to the end of March.
Right.
And then your next best opportunity will probably be a little bit after the halving. But by June, sorry, if you haven't gotten in, it's going to start getting away from you.
Right. And when we're going to adapt the course to what. Like, we always go like, okay, if a person's getting in new now, what should they be doing? So we're always going to tailor it. But at some points, we're going to be saying, hey, you have to speculate a lot more. Right now, it's kind of shooting fish in a barrel. You can choose a lot of great coins, but we're going to turn it a little more sniperish at the end of the cycle.
All right. How much more time do we have to buy at these low? Oh, no, sorry.
I feel like
I'm DCA around 500 in my bag bi-weekly, which consists of Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, H-bar thoughts. That looks like a pretty good breakdown.
Yeah.
Looks great.
All right. Keep going, my friend. Dollar cost averaging. Okay. And then the only professor goes, money makers have already accumulated what they wanted. Most of the crypto dropped 95% from all-time highs. Wyckoff methodology is go to Myron. You need to get a remarkable 2 for taking notes, and it uploads.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, was it like a program or something?
What is that?
You can write notes on.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto showing some support in the chat. Shout out to you, Money Gang Crypto.
Shout out to you, bro.
Baby.
Young Jelly goes, I like to gamble with really low cap coins, coins with at least 6 zeros. High risk, high reward, of course. What do you think of these types of coins? I've had on a couple and in more now.
Yeah, if you kind of look at them as like bets, right? So they are gambles, and you know it.
Huge gambles.
Yeah, huge gambles.
Right. And then it's like, okay, so it's like when you go to a casino, right? So if you go to a casino and you say, okay, I'm going to be investing outside of the casino 80% of this money, but 20% of this money I'm going to be able to risk. And if I lose it, then I'll stop. I won't go to the ATM. I won't go get more money to put in crypto. I'll stop at that point, and then I'll stick with the safer investments, right? But with that, let's say 10 or 20% of the portfolio that you are, looking at maybe meme coins or higher risk stuff, then if you do make money with that, right, as soon as you take that 20%, 20% and becomes 40% of the portfolio, or 10% becomes 20%, take that original off the table, and then only use that money to try to keep compounding. And so, I would say take fewer bets, but, you want to go into higher stuff. And I would say right now, Pulse Chain and Pulse X have some of the best opportunities for still relatively lower cap coins. And then also, they're still cheap in terms of dollar value. So I think with those ones, you'll probably hit a lot of X's that you'll really like.
Definitely. And then in terms of like, if you're in the Pulse Chain ecosystem, Blast is pretty decent, Teddy Bear, but these are gambling coins. These are coins just to speculate on. There's Pepe, there's Doge. I mean, Dogecoin's got more fundamentals just because Elon likes it. That's really it. But it's got to, that 20% is like, you remember how I was saying, like, originally, like, there's these 3 paths. Like, one of those paths, in part of that path is like, you're a guy that goes into micro cap coins, sub 50 million, 5 million market cap coins. These are coins that aren't on exchanges. They're on they're on these L1s and they're just launched and stuff, and they're scratchers. But if you hit one, it's pretty decent. But the thing is, you never can put enough money for it to be really like crazy for you. That's kind of the problem too. So it's great money if you can get it right, but like if a coin's $1 million, you can't put $1 million into it. You can't. You'd be like, it'd be really hard to even put 10 grand into it. So that's sort of the problem, is that a coin has to be a certain size before you can actually really like put some really decent position in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got here. Creep Show goes, I joined the CMC the last time they were on. I'm up. Fuck the haters. Have fun staying poor.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's where I love that.
man.
See, that's how we turn people.
Yeah, you joined last time, and now, yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I see a bunch of people in the chat. Like, I saw some people in the Rumble chat saying, like, oh, why are they selling for 1,000? Why not 300? Bro, they don't want brokies in there.
Right.
They keep the price high to make sure that the people that join in are serious about it and want to go ahead and make some goddamn money, so that they can have real testimonials of people that made the money. Then they come back in here and say, I made a bunch of money. Then y'all can go ahead and hate and say, they paid them to say that. Okay, bro.
And it's
you
live.
don't take free information as seriously as
Yeah, so you're not gonna. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
it's live as well.
People pay attention when they pay money. Sorry,
true.
guys, that's what it is. There's a reason why they have it at that price point, and it's been that price point for a few years. You guys should be happy they didn't increase the price point. Like, I mean, $1,000 is very fair.
Everyone's telling us to increase it.
Yeah.
But we want to give people the most opportunity, but we have to have it at a certain price for riffraff, basically.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and then people say, oh, well, if you made all these millions on crypto, why are you teaching it? Guys, I'm going to be very honest about this. The reason why, guys, is because you get self-satisfaction from helping people out, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, you make the money and you're like, okay, cool. But sometimes you're like, damn, I got this like fucking really cool thing. I want to teach other people to do it and help them out. But of course, you're not going to bring brokies in there, because then they're going to complain and cry about everything. That's the problem with broke motherfuckers, is they come in and they complain about every little thing, right? And I learned this when I worked at McDonald's. I learned this about human nature. When you deal with broke people, they fucking nickel and dime you, and they complain about fucking everything, and I just came with pickles, and even though this is a fucking dollar menu thing. So you deal with higher clientele because they don't give a fuck, because the reality is, if you go to a nice steak restaurant, right, and something is off a little bit, a lot of the times they'll be like, you know what, fuck it, it's still good anyway, it's still high quality, it is what it is. And then they're going to take it more seriously regardless. So the same thing when it comes to educational stuff, where you're having people pay for a course, you're having people pay for an education, whatever it is. You get higher quality clientele, and it ends up being just, you're able to deliver better service. They retain it more, they take it seriously, and then what ends up happening is, since they take it seriously and they retain more, they get better results. And then it's just a perpetuating cycle of better quality and being able to get testimonies. Because we're not going to lie here. Of course we want testimonies. We want you guys to fucking make money, so you guys can come back and say, yo, I made XYZ, you guys can super chat it in, etc., and then have everyone call you a scammer, by the way,
also,
too.
People forget millionaires diversify.
Yes.
So making money in this endeavor right here is doing pretty well. Cool. What's the next step? Well, guess what? I learned over a period of time, over a period of years.
I can teach it.
I'll teach it. It's simple.
So,
it's a process.
you know,
I
mean, like, and Brokie's always got to fucking say something's a fucking scam or whatever. It's fine. We gave y'all a bunch of free information now. We're not telling you guys, get in the course right now or else we're going to kill you. No, we're giving you guys a bunch of free information. That's why we have this AMA. But for the people that want to take it to the next level, they want to go from making $100K a year to making $200K, $300K, etc. And they got some money to invest. Instead of dumping it on stupid whores at the club, you can go ahead and put that money into cryptocurrency and multiply that money and make some goddamn money, man.
And that's why Waller stopped talking about chicks on his show, because he wants he's trying to help the guys out and get their fucking head straight, and all they're calling in is about girl problems.
Yeah, and they're fucking broke.
That's the burden.
And they're fucking broke.
Actually, our last show, people were talking about Christian Tate's meat. Who else? I think your meat. It's like, bro, focus on the money. Girls will come. I'm telling you, literally.
Your life's a disaster, and you want a chick to be with you.
Well, and here's the great thing about crypto, right? There's a lot of people out there that are like, do I want to do that side hustle? Do I want to do this extra thing? Once you start making money in crypto, you're like, okay, where do I have more that I can put in? Okay, I want to get some here, I want to get some there and everything. And it actually puts a fire under a lot of people's ass, because people are used to being in systems that are rigged against them, right? They're not able to. They're used to losing. Yeah, they're used to losing or breaking even, right?
Which is why everything's a scam to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So they're not used to making good chunks of money, but like once they do, or at least once I did, right? The first time I made a 4X in crypto, I was like, holy shit, I did this in like 2 or 3 months. Like, I can get more. All right, I got a bonus at about 2 months later that year. I took the entire bonus and I was like, I could lose this money and I can make this bonus back again next year in my job. So I'm going to take this and bet on crypto. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
And here's the thing, guys. I come from the government world. I get it. Making money on the internet is scary to a lot of people.
It
is.
Like,
wait, making money on the internet? No fucking way. You're telling me I don't have to clock in and work for somebody, etc. And I'm a government employee, guys. I get it at the highest level. I totally understand. But once you make money on the internet, guys, there's no fucking turning back, right? And that's a brokey mindset to think, I can't make money on the internet. This is a scam. This is bullshit, blah, blah. You absolutely can, guys. You absolutely fucking can. And that's going to be the future, and you need to. Because if you don't, then you're going to end up, where you're just trading time for money, and you're going to be like everybody else, and you don't want to be a fucking normie, man. Yeah, times are changing, bro. We're about to be in World War fucking 3, bro.
And we're no longer in the industrial age anymore. We are all taught in an industrial-based system, right? We're in the digital age now. Like, if you haven't gotten that by, 2005, right?
And there's no excuse, man. Yeah. Yesterday I went with my guys driving the Lambos, Asian guy, black guy, white guy, Iranian guy, all different races, but humble beginnings, invested in themselves, took a lot of money and time and effort. But now they're here today with Lambos. It's possible, bro, but you gotta take the risk, bro. You got to.
There's somebody that looks like you that's doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And guess what? They know better than you. That's the biggest part.
Yep.
So
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like I said before, more money for us. But the price point is where it's at.
Yes, sir.
The price point is where it's at, guys, to avoid having brokies in there because they fuck everything up, man. You don't want to be around poor people and idiots, and they want to question everything and nickel and dime. It's annoying as fuck, man.
And it's also the abundance mindset, right?
Yeah.
I'm putting in $1,000 so I can get more money in the future, right? I'm gonna make money on my money instead of the scarcity mindset of being like, oh, I lost $1,000. Oh my God, like now I'm poor or whatever. Like, you have to change your mindset to an abundance mindset in the digital age because money is just out there for the taking. You just have to figure out how to create the net to do it. We give you some fish, but we show you how to create the net.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. People's priorities are fucked up. Y'all would rather sit here and watch us argue with chicks and complain and get mad when they say, I want a guy that makes $150,000 per year, but you're a fucking brokey. You make... $10K per year. Like, what the fuck is going on
and make that the wallet like Myron made, right? Yeah. And then you have over 6 figures in savings, and boom, all of a sudden, then you have the ability to be more choosy on jobs you want, go find the job you really want to do, and then make that 150K, whatever it is.
I just realized, bro, some people are hopeless.
Yeah, so for real. Like, some of y'all are just
but the
like
ones that want to change,
I mean, it is what it is.
You're smart.
Because, look, I mean, the numbers show right now, we got 2,300 watching on YouTube and then about almost 5,000 on Rumble watching. But if we had some chicks here, 30, 40, 50,000 people watching, right? That just goes to show to you guys, like, how so many guys don't prioritize making money and becoming successful, and then you wonder why women don't fucking take you seriously. I get DMs from guys every fucking day, bro, how do I, my girlfriend left me, blah, 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 etc. And, like, one time I actually responded. I was like, well, hey, look, man, if you want a conversation, it's this much. Oh, I can't afford that right now. Motherfucker, then you shouldn't even be fucking talking about fucking getting girls.
Yeah, bro.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Do hard things now.
And I told him, you know what? Here's some free advice for you. You need to make fucking money. The fuck is wrong with you?
Because you know what? She gonna leave anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, bro.
Like, goddamn, I'm not telling you guys to make money for the girls, but I'm telling you to make money so you don't tolerate the fuckery that comes with the girls, man. Yeah. Like, so that you can have an abundance mindset, not just when making money, so that you don't have to sit there and tolerate her being a fucking bitch to you. You don't have to sit there and tolerate her not wanting to fuck you. You don't have to sit there and tolerate her disrespecting you, talking to you crazy. You can literally look her dead in the eye and be like, get the fuck out my mansion. Get the fuck out my penthouse. Facts. Get the fuck out my apartment that I fucking live in, that I pay the rent on. I could pay 10 times over. Women respect men that can walk away from them, and a big component of being able to walk away is having financial fucking security, guys.
Yo, funny you said that, bro. Yesterday we were at Kiki, right? One of the guys has a Lamborghini like mine. His chick was acting up, going crazy. He said, yo, we're out. Takes her in the car, drops off in the middle of the street, drives off. But guess what? He can say no because he's what? Successful and get other girls. Abundance mindset.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Do hard things today, and then your life will be easier tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
Don't be spending it on fucking OnlyFans.
A lot of y'all, you want to be able to kick a bitch out your Lambo. A lot of y'all niggas are getting kicked out your bitch's Honda.
Damn.
She's kicking you out the fucking Honda.
Preach, bro.
Real talk.
Damn.
A lot of you guys are fucking getting driven to work by your fucking girl. A lot of you guys don't even have a car, depend on your fucking girl.
Actually, that's a scam, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually a scam.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's a scam.
She's scamming you.
Yeah. You fucking working a job that you hate with a bitch that don't respect you, that gives you sex sometimes, tolerates your dumb ass. Meanwhile, she's out here getting flown out, etc., whatever the fuck, and then you're wondering, oh, man, I wonder why she don't like me. Why don't she want to be with me? Blah, blah, blah. That's the real fucking scam.
Yeah.
Being a fucking brokey, getting disrespected by women because you're a fucking loser and you don't respect yourself. And then you want to sit here and complain, oh, bro, you guys are scamming. Oh, bro, I don't care about this. I'm just concerned with women, blah, blah, blah. No, man. You're fat, you're a loser, you don't got no money, and you wonder why no one fucking respects you, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man?
You're in a Honda, hotboxing in the car, but you don't realize that you're stuck in a box yourself.
Motherfuckers over here talking shit, calling this a scam with a fucking joint in their hand. You're a fucking loser. That's the scheme at 1,000. A lot of you motherfuckers in the chat right now talking shit with you're rolling up a fucking roach right now, calling this shit a scam. Your fucking life is a scam. You're smoking marijuana, wondering what the fuck you're doing with your fucking life, waiting for the after hours show so that you can look at some girls that don't give a fuck about you. You're gonna DM them and be like, hey, you're hot. I'll buy some few pictures from you when you don't even got no fucking money.
Right. Why are you scared of going to the grocery store? You know, this is the shit that happens is like they're scared to go anywhere because everything costs so much and shit because they're fucking printing money. You got to make money. You've got invest in your fucking future. Learn how to fish because trust me, dude. At some point we're gonna fucking up the price on this. Yeah. Or we're gonna do something, or we may just say fuck it. We're not doing it anymore. We'll be dealing with previous clients.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. Like, we're giving you all this free value, niggas want to sit there and say scam. If it was a scam, we'd be like, okay, buy the course, niggas, bye. You know what I mean?
Niggas smoking roaches, roaches in their apartment.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what's wrong with niggas, man?
Bars,
bro.
Fucking.
Yo, oh my God, bro.
And it's always the brokies that call it a scam. Every single time. It's the poor niggas that don't even got $1,000 in a savings account. They got to say some shit about, oh, it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, man. Why are you watching then? Go watch somebody else. Like, I'm telling you, we don't normally sell courses, man. We're pushing this shit because we truly believe in it. I just showed you motherfuckers my portfolio. Literally. That's all for the advice of these guys.
Other creator that will show you guys their portfolio on live.
Bro, I'm transparent with all my shit, man. I'm transparent with my fucking real estate with you guys. I show you guys my real live crypto portfolio off of fucking Coinbase. Ain't nobody else fucking doing that shit. That's thanks to these guys.
And here's the best part. Guess what? Maybe you don't want to do crypto. There's e-commerce. There's affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
There's other things you can do.
Yeah, blue collar. Show you guys how to make money everywhere.
Ultimate options. So it's up to you, man.
This is Money Mondays, you guys.
Yeah. Again, once you start making money, it gets addicting in the good sense of like it puts a fire under your ass and you say, hey, I want to find more ways to make more. And
diversify.
Right. And that's where the momentum
I really believe the sourness is because a lot of people just haven't ever tasted victory. They've never been winning.
Right.
Winning. And dude, it feels good when you're winning. You feel like everything's right. You fucking go to sleep good. Life's fucking incredible. You're going to the gym. Everything's on point. But when you've never touched, it's nothing but L's. You can't get chicks. Nothing. It's just fuck,
and my last
man.
point here, you'd be surprised. Taking some action, going in a certain direction, you meet people in that direction.
Yeah.
And by default, what happens to you? Oh, I think about this business or this activity or this investment. Let me get into this. You get richer and richer and richer.
And
before you know it, your circle's where you're like, damn, I'm a billionaire.
And you're also getting in a community too.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of you guys have issues with like being around normies and I can't meet anyone. I bond with them, whatever. You're gonna have hundreds of guys in a fucking chat that have a similar trait that you do that they want to invest in crypto and make some money too. You guys can all rise to the mountaintop together. Now you have some like-minded individuals you can fucking network with. Where you at? Oh, I'm in Dubuque, Iowa. Oh, fuck, I'm over in Chicago. We should fucking meet up, bro. We're 3 hours away. Boom.
That is why I did the network, because there's a guy in there that met one of my guys as well. They had a conversation. One conversation, He made
on the crypto course.
$1 million. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in there too as well. And it's funny because just that one connection, $1 million in his account.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why we started the course as well, is because a lot of people in crypto, right, they never meet these people. And so we have a meetup once every single year. We're doing also a meetup with Pulse Chain Tours in March in Vegas as well. So you guys can come in, network with these hundreds of different people in the chats. You'll find these, very good connections. Then when we do meetups once or twice a year, come meet us in person in Vegas, right? Say hi, shake our hand, kiss some babies, all that stuff.
Have access to multimillionaires.
Right.
You guys are tired of being around brokies and losers. You guys literally get access to 2 multimillionaires in cryptocurrency, teaching you guys how to make millions in cryptocurrency.
I might bring my guys
and around a bunch of other people too. So it's like, you guys want network. You guys, $1,000 to be able to be around a couple multimillionaires, to me, I think is a fucking fantastic deal. Just getting the mindset of being around people that are successful, that are fucking doing it, that are like-minded, that understand that the world is changing and we're moving into digital currency. Like, bro, you can't pay for that, man.
Bro, I get happy when people that support us win, bro. When you win, we win.
Yep.
So it's just like a W all around.
Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. Like I said before, if you can't afford the course, that's fine. That's take the free advice. But don't sit there and be fucking, who's a scam, blah, 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 when there's people that are fucking killing over here and you're just mad that you don't have the fucking money to pay for it. That's why you're calling it a scam. Fuck you, man.
A year from now, you're going to remember this call. A year from now, you're going to remember.
You know what I mean? Like, we ain't over here fucking bullshitting, y'all. I just literally showed you guys my portfolio. I'm transparent with my fucking real estate. I don't think there's a YouTuber that's more transparent with their finances than fucking me. So I'm telling you guys, like, yo, these dudes have helped me make this fucking money. They helped me make this fucking money. It's the truth. I didn't know shit about cryptocurrency until I did consulted with Charlie. Yeah. There's a reason why we're bringing them back years after the fact.
And someone said, Fresh, you didn't show any receipts. Nigga, I bought a watch on live. Cash that I pulled up from crypto. You guys saw it. I used to Rolex back in the day. You guys saw it live. So
yeah. All right. Okay,
Jesus.
instead of OnlyFans subscription, invest in Bitcoin. Facts. A lot of y'all fucking out here whacking off to OnlyFans chicks that come on the show. Kevin Samuels said it best. If you ain't working 60 hours a week, I don't want to hear shit about your money issues. Facts.
Ooh.
I bought some Wen a couple days ago. Wen is brand new as a launch pad for Jupe's new airdrop. After the airdrop ended, they burned 30% of all Wen. I bought some. Should I sell or hold what I have?
30%.
Haven't looked at the coin. It's brand new. It says after the airdrop ended, they burned 30% of all Wen. If it's going to continue to be deflationary, good. But I'd have to take a look at the token. We usually do this in the course. If somebody is like, "Hey, I got this" or whatever, then we deep dive into that.
I like Jupiter though. It's a coin on Solana.
Yep.
Get the Phantom wallet if you want to participate in that. But you got to be really careful with those coins that launch on there because most launch pads are bullshit, but Jupes looks pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, for the guys in there, like, bro, if you're around people that call everything a scam or whatever, like, bro, get rid of those motherfuckers. Because we bring Thor on and we talk about blue collar jobs. Oh, being an electrician is a scam. Fucking, we talk about, hey, you can make money selling products on Amazon, right? Just get some good 3 to 4 good products in your repertoire and you'll be able to sell. Oh, the Amazon FBA is a scam. Fucking teach you guys, okay, get into law enforcement. That's a scam too. Like, everything is a fucking scam, bro. Like, don't associate with people that have a negative mindset with anything when it comes to bettering yourself. Okay, this is what you do in the gym. That's a scam too. Go to the gym and eating high protein is a scam. Everything's a fucking scam for these fucking losers, bro.
Apparently, our podcast is a scam too.
Yeah, man.
I still don't know how, but okay.
Like, we try to give you guys different ways to make money, whether it's through, blue collar or being an entrepreneur or whatever it may be. We give you guys different routes. Don't fucking associate with people that sit there and have an excuse or something negative to say about ways to better yourself. Oh, why are you going to the gym? That's a scam. The gym is a scam, bro. Like, working out is a scam. Like, they got an excuse for everything, man.
Yeah, and everything's done through Zoom, so you can do it on a phone, computer, tablet, whatever you need to do. Right. So if you got Zoom, you could take the course.
All right.
Just bought the Crypto Mindset course. Any prerequisite knowledge needed prior to the course starting? Thanks, Myron. First, for all you do, nobody's providing value for men like you. Fuck the haters. Thank you, bro.
Simpin' ain't pimpin'.
Yeah, shout out to Simpin' ain't pimpin', man. We're glad that you're in there, bro. You're going to make a bunch of money. Anything they need. No, they're going to give you everything they need, bro.
Yeah, you'll get it as soon as you jump in the course.
And you're in the chat too as well.
Yeah. And like he said, like they said before, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but he said that they're going to give you guys like a kind of a crash course so that everyone's on the same page for complete beginners. So don't worry, they got you. Big Head goes, Charlie, are we still looking out for Toncoin? And Miguel, I don't want financial advice. Give me the big brother talk. Where do I put most of my money?
So Toncoin, I think will still will do really, really well. It's cheap now. It's I think close to that $2 mark. Basically, it's going to be another layer one. The benefit of Toncoin specifically is that it's actually already cleared by the SEC. It doesn't have any regulatory issues, so that's going to be a good tailwind for it. I think it does really well once we get past the middle of this year. And they already have hundreds of millions of people on the Telegram platform every single month. So as soon as crypto gets hot, as soon as people are playing games through the Telegram app, or once people are starting to get into that particular blockchain and using it through the app, think of like if Facebook made a token, right? Then it will take off. I think it's going to do something similar to somewhere between like a DOT, AVAX, and Solana type move. So it'll be because it's a higher cap coin,
right?
So it won't be like crazy gains like Pulse Chain.
So Ton token is the token for the Telegram network. Correct. Telegram, which is one of the biggest social media networks on the planet.
All right. Is it safe to buy Bitcoin through Cash app? Would I still own my BTC like in Coinbase?
Yes, it's super safe. That's it. That's one of the first ways. Like I was buying a lot of. That's how I was able to DCA a lot was through Cash App.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can take it off of Cash App too, which is really great. Cash App is great, but be careful. There's a lot of there's fees and stuff like this is how people offboard money too. I think you can do up to like $2,000 or $3,000 of Bitcoin and instantly get it in your bank account, but they charge you a vig.
Okay.
But it's fast. You know, if you need the cash fast, that's a way to cash out like a couple grand really quick through Cash App.
People keep talking about BTC halving. When will it take place and how much will it affect the prices? We talked about that April, right?
Yep. So middle of April. How much will it affect prices? Immediately, it won't have an effect on price exactly because basically what it's doing is every 10-minute block that Bitcoin mines from there on out is less of a reward. So over the course of 1 year, it will cause Bitcoin to go to new all-time highs.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, because we got to wrap up, guys. The girls are here, and we got to get going here.
True Seeker.
Shah FNF question: what are your thoughts on Shiba Inu and Lunc?
Shiba Inu is it's a meme coin, so you're gambling a little bit there, but it is the second meme coin behind Dogecoin, so it probably will do well this bull market. Luna Classic, stay away. There's a bunch of degens trading it. Sure, they can make some money trading it, but it's not a good long-term investment.
Yeah,
bam.
Screw that.
Just giving that value. Myron, I saw your debate offer on X, and you should try to get this to happen at some point. It would be huge, but it would definitely be on FNF, and you should moderate, in my opinion. Maybe wait till Chase can travel. I mean, it is what it is, bro. There's a bunch of other TradCons as well. We don't necessarily have to have him on, but you know, we'll see what happens. Till Lois goes, $100 shout out to you, man. Good evening, everyone. Question for the special guest: what's the best crypto brokerage to start with on investing? Also, how can I reach to y'all's program about crypto?
It's pinned down below, guys.
Of course, but he said brokerage. What's the best brokerage?
It's basically going through coin. It just depends on the jurisdiction, but Coinbase is a great one. Like we've said, the big four: Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com. I'd open an account with all of them. Because later on, when you're taking profits, that's what I did personally. Is like I took some money out on each one of them because they do hit you with limits and stuff. I mean, this happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Higher tier investors, Coinbase and Kraken will let you play with more money.
Right.
And then how can I reach Tayal's program? Go in the link in the chat and also in the description below. The Fresh and Fit link for the crypto mindset course. And
15% off if you guys buy with Ethereum, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you want to pay by crypto, Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can send us an email. At Charlie at cultivatecrypto.com, which is on the website when you go to the Fresh and Fit link. In the subject, put Fresh and Fit, so found you guys through Fresh and Fit, and then put want to pay in crypto, and we'll show you all the details on how to do
discount.
That.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 questions. Gathering FTM by swapping ETH using Uniswap, a stupid move, and how can we trade Pulse Train and Hex now that Uniswap removed them both?
It isn't the best move right now because that Phantom it is real, but it's a derivative token. The real Phantom's on Phantom. So I would try to figure out a bridge. Maybe SYN might work and stuff to bridge that over, but you would be kind of better off trying to use your Ethereum on Kraken and then buy Phantom there, and then you can move it onto your MetaMask or Phantom wallet and have it actually on there and stuff, because that's actually a problem, is that the Phantom is going to get their bridge. So Phantom's going to launch a bank, then a stable coin, then their bridge up and coming. So they have licenses for their bank now. So that's some of the news that's pretty bullish on Phantom, but I would probably just go through Kraken and buy your Phantom there.
Okay. Interested in the course, but know nothing about crypto and worried that it will be over my head and I won't be able to figure it out. Can you shed some light on what's involved and what's expected? So they did earlier,
yes.
but.
So just very quickly, as soon as you purchase the course, within 24 hours you get access to the Telegram. Once you get access to the Telegram, you'll have the 5 pre-recorded webinars that basically will give you all that you need to know about how to get started. Then you get started, ask questions in the chat, because everybody's been in your position before. People will give you practical advice. You know, hey, a year ago I was in your same position. Here's exactly how to go through the course information. So utilize the chat as well during that process, and then. It won't be over your head. I would say maybe the last 5 webinars will be a little bit intense, but it's good sometimes to have saturation of information. It's like a boot camp, right? We're going to get you to that next level, and then you can go in and review the information later in the quarter.
And also we have AMAs within the course as well, where you can ask us. We also we call it the after hours now for ourselves. We have like an unrecorded portion where you can ask more, like you can talk about your portfolio, and then we can give you this is what we would do, but it's up to you to take the advice. But we can tell you like, hey, it seems like you probably shouldn't go past this in terms of difficulty, and then that'll keep you safe.
Yeah, stuff we wouldn't be able to say on YouTube. For
Correct.
Sure.
Shout out to Hexu, Christu, and Charlie the Chart, CRISPR, CHISPR. DCC spills some alpha on NFT's rule of 3. Bozo's approved. Degen side of the portfolio. SPL 20 new meta on SOL. There is no second best. Bozo hybrid. Shout out to you, Bozo.
Shout out to you, man.
What are your guys' opinions? Karate token from Karate Combat. Up only gaming built on Hedera H-bar.
They throw good events.
Yeah, they throw good events. The project is, in terms of like what they're trying to do with MMA, is really cool and everything. Me and Miguel went to one of their events in May.
Shout out to Michael Hearn.
Yeah, he was there. Is cool, but the token itself is more of a utility token. It's basically free, so you're not looking to try to gamble on that or invest in it or anything like that. So you're gonna get it for free. So it's mostly used for voting on the platform. So I wouldn't be jumping too deep into that.
Bam. Appreciate y'all's Money Mondays. I took a break from watching your after hours and just tune in to the before hours. I find myself more relaxed. Keep up the consistency. Yeah, bro, we give the value there, man. Like I said, we're really trying to help you guys make money in different ways. Like I said, if you don't get in the course, you're still going to get a bunch of value here. But at the end of the day, man, we're entrepreneurs. We're making money. That's the goal here. And if you can't afford the course, that's totally cool. We just want you to make money too. Dr. Reb Saris goes, and these are the last 2. How much would you advise to already have after buying the course? And then on the CMC course, do you guys save the webinars when it's over? I work overnights and can't make it at 10 p.m. So
Yes.
2 questions here, 2 good
Quite
questions.
good ones. Yeah.
So is anywhere from $500 to $1,000 is all you need to get started.
Yep.
And the whole thing too is you'll start kind of DCing and kind of figure out your finances, because we do talk about a little bit like how to manage finances and like what's too much and what isn't too much. But on the second question, yeah, all the webinars are recorded. The only thing that isn't recorded is like the after-hour private stuff.
Yep.
But everything else is all the real chunk where you can learn everything. It's all recorded. And
The educational stuff is there.
yeah, it's usually up with what 18 hours or so.
Yeah, within 8 to 16 hours, we have all the recordings for each webinar afterwards. So, you might be delayed by a day or two, but you'll get all the recordings, so you can have access to those throughout the entire year.
And they're permanently yours.
Yep.
Hey, gentlemen, how would you allocate your funds best if you have $60,000 to play with? How much into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and how much into gems? By the way, I highly recommend. Okay. Well, I guess let's answer this question as far as like $60K to play with into Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Yeah, I would say if you're wanting to create a portfolio that has some stability, as well as you want to go for some gains, we recommend having 50% of the portfolio in Bitcoin and/or Ethereum, and then the other 50% of the portfolio is where you can go a little crazier and make more gains, because at least that 50% of the portfolio that's in stuff that we know is going to perform very well will make sure that you keep a balance among yourself as well.
Right.
All right. Charlie's cousin says, "Hey there, partner. It's been a while. Glad to see you're doing well. Cletus and John Keefe have been rooting for you. Come back to Minnesota soon. You need to get your accent back."
Hey, don't you know? But hey, I don't know any assholes named Cletus. Never met one, but John Keith, he seems cool.
Easy Money Sniper says,
These are the last 3 here, right? Or no, last 2? Okay, Easy Money Sniper. I have all my crypto on Coinbase. Where should I transfer the profits to? Can you summarize the use of a crypto wallet?
Sure.
There's the last one. Okay.
So it depends if you have Bitcoin versus usually the most versatile wallet you're going to have is going to be like a MetaMask. That is a hot wallet, but you can use a Trezor to have most of your Ethereum and Bitcoin on there. Then for funds that you might trade around a little bit more, kind of move around, I'd have it on a MetaMask. And then basically I recommend Chrome browser. You download MetaMask from the Google Play Store, nothing else, the Chrome store, and you download it, you install it. It's going to say, hey, write down these 12 words. You write them down in very black ink, blue ink, very clear, big letters. All 12 words, you make a copy of them. You double, triple check it that it's legitimate. You have your phone off. You have the camera shut off, and there's nothing. You don't even talk. You write down these words. From there, you put them in safe places in your house, and then I would recommend is to log off the wallet and try to log in with the codes, and if it works, you're cooking. And then in order to transfer coins, it's just copying the address. So you'll have a little copy button. You'll paste it here and you'll send it. I always recommend send a little bit of money. Never send the whole chunk of change. The whole thing. It's always a test transaction. Once you've done a couple of transactions, you'll get really used to it. And the one other big thing you have to really double check is it Ethereum network or Ethereum network? Is it Phantom? You have to double check this, because you could send Ethereum to Bitcoin, it's gone. So you could lose your money. So you have to be careful with that. But we go over it in the course.
Okay. And they also go over cold storage wallets with the Trezor and everything else too, my friend. Cool. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yep.
Guys, last word for the people.
Where can I find you guys?
Yeah.
They can find both of us out at the Crypto Mindset, so jump in the course. But for me, you can find me on socials at Cultivate Crypto everywhere. My main place is YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah, and you can find me at Dollar Cost Crypto, Instagram, YouTube, everything else. If you're not in crypto, you're going to be poor.
Facts,
period.
bro. Like, guys, get in there. I'm a real estate guy. You guys just saw my portfolio. That's off of these guys applying 10% of their knowledge. Like, fucking get in the course, man. Stop being a brokie. Don't sit there and make excuses. It's scam, blah, blah, blah. And then 9 out of 10 times when people say scam, you're probably a brokie saying some dumb shit. But because anyone that's a diversified investor understands that crypto is the future and you need to be in it. Even a biased person like me that's in real estate. I have some fucking crypto. Y'all saw it. Yep. So that's all for these guys, man.
Crypto's here to stay.
It's here to stay. They made an ETF for it.
Mentors here to help you along the path. I don't see why you don't hop into it.
It ain't fucking going nowhere, man. Stop being a fucking brokie, guys. Take action. A lot of people that are fucking broke and fat and everything else, they all have the same goddamn trait. They don't take fucking action. And they wonder why they're where the fuck they were in 2023. It's 2024, brand new year. Get some goddamn money. Stop being a poor, fat piece of shit. We'll catch you guys back here with some lovely ladies. Peace.
I ran so far away.